going to share the link to myself on Twitter so I can share it.
All right.
And then, give me a second. Twitter. Tweet. Give me a second.
All right, it's no worries.
Look myself up. Shit.
Do you use like ambient music or anything like that?
I mean, I do during my games, but since this is your game, you can do whatever you want.
I mean, I don't really have anything available right now. I was just wondering if you had like soundtracks available or anything like that. But it doesn't matter.
Not right now, not on me.
Plus, you know, a lot of the stuff I use for my games are copyrighted, so.
Right. I mean, we use copyrighted music too. We just hope that we're just so small that nobody notices.
We can do it without audio, without music. That's okay, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's probably what would be best.
What is that?
I think that's what would be best.
Yeah. Okay, so the tweet is out. Give me 1 second to see. Okay, so yeah, and then I'll introduce you, and then you can you know, give a little like, hi everybody, my name's Connor. You know, I've known Mitch for a while, played D&D for a while, type of deal. So
I've already got an intro,
okay,
a description of myself planned.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, so I guess with everything ready, I mean, I got my character sheet filled out and everything, got my spells written down, so I got my dice. So I think we're all set. I'm going to start recording in 3, 2, 1. Hello, welcome to another edition of the Mighty Ones podcast, or is it the Mighty One podcast? Because it'll look better on the logo. I will be your player this evening, Mitch, because this is going to be a special little one-shot that we're going to be doing with one of my friends that I've known for a long time. Please welcome Connor.
Hey, there you go. Thanks for having me, Mitchell.
Well, thank you for doing this for us. We really did need somebody to fill in the void. So,
Now, this is the same podcast I was on before, right? The one where I was in that one show that you were running a few months ago?
It is. It's the same podcast, but it's a different show, if that makes any sense to you.
Yeah, no, I get that part. You know,
yeah.
I remember, for those of you who may remember me, I was in the one shot that Mitchell did a few months ago where he did a storyline based on the movie The Thing, if you all recall.
Yeah. I don't know if they... maybe they remember or they don't. I don't know. But yeah, that was a really fun session. Unfortunately, nobody got infected. That was kind of a bummer. I was really hoping somebody would get infected.
It's kind of funny.
What?
Back a few days before Halloween, I was in another one shot, a non-canon one that was using the characters of a campaign that I am a player character in.
Mm-hmm.
And he did a storyline based on The Thing, and in that one, everyone got infected.
That good?
There was a guy who was playing who was in control of the hive mind consciousness that we were all now part of.
That's interesting.
And he added us all to a secret group chat, and he would give us orders through the group chat, and that's how we would act throughout the session once we were made part of The Thing.
That's interesting. I might have to do that next time if I ever run that again. All right, I'm going to quickly pause the recording because for some reason when I put the volume or the recording volume all the way to max, it keeps going down. So just give me 1 second.
All right.
Okay, let's see if this works. If it'll just stay at the volume that I want it to be at. But yeah, I'm excited, I guess, to introduce my character a little bit. Now, is it pronounced? Well, how is it pronounced? Emerus? Emerus? How is it pronounced?
Emrys.
Emrys Murden.
Emrys Murden.
Emrys Murden. My name is going to be Emrys Murden for this evening. I'm going to be a half-orc wizard at level 6. And yeah, I don't know what else to really tell you. I guess we're just gonna go along with the
why don't you give us a little bit of the backstory we discussed? Let the players know a little bit, or your listeners know a little bit about what kind of character Emrys is.
So Emrys, he is, like I said, half-orc. Try to get more light in here as much as possible. A half-orc wizard. His mother is the shaman of the tribe that he lives or used to live at. And even more so, he's kind of got evil tendencies to him. He is very interested in necromancy. And when they found that out, he was banished from his tribe. And after learning all the spells from his mother, from the spell books and spell scrolls that she had, and copying them and reading them and studying them, he decided, as one last insult to injury, decided to take the oh no, I didn't write it down. I'm sorry.
The Spire of Conflux. Is what it's called.
Spire of Conflux. Which yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, for those of you who don't know, this is an item from the Tal'Dorei campaign setting. If any of you know Critical Role.
Yep, I was just about to say. If anybody was recognized the Tal'Dorei setting, then they definitely probably would have recognized that. But yeah, so I'm in possession of that, and unfortunately, I didn't write down any of the things for that. I was really trying to get this all together in like the last 2 minutes. Sorry, just stuff with life and everything was getting in the way. But but yeah,
I have the book in another room. I can grab it and give you the stat. I could describe what it does.
I mean, I already have the book right here. I can probably grab it myself.
And it's in the dormant state, so only read the stat block from the dormant state.
Here it is. Yeah, so here it is. A little ASMR for you people. So yeah, I'll keep that on hand if I ever have the inclination to use it. But we spent way too much time already talking about this, so it's time to get into it. I am so scared. All right. And for those of you who aren't listening and are at home, Connor and I, we are just video chatting right now. We aren't in the same room, if you couldn't tell by the sound quality. So pardon if any of the sound quality dips at any time or anything like that. I'm really sorry. But yeah, I will let Connor take it away.
All right. So before I begin the session proper, there's a couple more things I want to clarify. First of all, is that this is not the same setting that Mitchell is doing in his campaign. This is a setting that I created myself called Tierras. And it has elements of lore from things like Dragonlance, Forgotten Realms, Critical Role. But the most of it, the core of it, comes from my own imagination. Things that I just, filled in some of the gaps with things from these other sources. And some of the characters and names are similar. We discuss our characters and our worlds quite frequently, bouncing ideas off each other. So there are some similarities, but this is a unique world, so it is not in continuity with the rest of the podcast. I just want to make that clear. But
all right.
Yeah, and also Mitchell, in my own campaign, I have a house rule called Fate Points, and how that works is that at the beginning of the session, every single player is given a fate point, and they can use that point at any point in the session to either change the results of a roll, change a success into a failure, or a failure into success.
Yeah.
You only get one.
Only get one.
And you can use that at any point during the session.
Okay. Do I roll for that, or what? Or I just get one?
No, you just get a fate point and say something bad happens while we're playing, and you're just like, nope, fate point. I'm using it.
Right.
And then that bad thing doesn't happen. It
Okay.
didn't happen.
Okay.
Otherwise, you said you did it, and therefore it's done, and you can't take it back.
Okay.
You know?
So, all right. So,
Okay,
if you want to set the scene, go ahead and go for it.
All right. So, Emrys, you are riding north. You are about to enter a small town called Lepenlark. It is the last major settlement in the kingdom you are currently in, which is known as Tagarin.
Okay.
And you're in the distance. You can make out the vague outline of the foothills of the Mabran mountain range. And you are just traveling through this region, seeking knowledge, seeking fortune, and you're just passing through this village. So what are the village? It's larger than the village, I guess I should say. It's a small town.
Mm-hmm.
You have there is a stone wall surrounding it, and it is on the banks of a river, and it's flowing southwards. You're going upstream.
Okay.
Right now, just following towards the village, and there are a couple of other people on the road with you, and most of them. What are you wearing right now? Like, what kind of attire are you wearing?
That's also another thing I didn't get to.
People clearly see who you are. What you are.
So obviously, pretty distinctive, half orc. If I came straight from the village, which I assume I did, probably wearing a lot of. Yeah, and so I'm probably wearing like a lot of furs, a lot of leather, handmade leather items, like not like actual like armor or anything, but like stuff with component pouches. I got my a big like pelt over one shoulder, that has a hood that connects that I can pull up.
Is your hood up right now?
What was that?
Is your hood up right now?
I'll have it down for the time being. So, and yeah.
In that case, as you approach, you do see other people, on the road, merchants, people on horseback, wagons and carts and things like that. And a lot of them are giving you a wide berth. And there are a few who are giving frightened glances and murmuring to each other, but you're used to this, in your time in human civilization, that you're used to people not trusting you.
Right. I don't care. So I'm just going to keep riding,
And no one's like harassing you or directly interacting with you, but you notice the glances, you notice the murmuring.
Mm-hmm.
So as you enter the city gates, you do see there is a small group of guards, and they do approach you as you're about to cross through the gates, and one of them, looking somewhat nervous at your presence, you see that he has a halberd by his side.
Okay.
But it's not pointing at you or anything. That just he holds his head. Halt.
Okay, so I'm going to respect his wishes. I pull on the reins of the horse and, I slow it to a stop, and I don't say anything, but I kind of like raise my eyebrows at him as expectantly of whatever they're going to say.
You there, stranger. What's your business here?
And I'll take a second and is it like winter time here or?
Actually, it's autumn right now.
Okay, so it is a little bit of a chill.
Autumn is on the way.
Okay.
Or winter is on the way, but
okay, I was just.
It's not.
I was making sure that I wasn't going to look stupid in my furs.
Like, the equivalent of October.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
it's chilly for sure.
Okay, so it's chilly. I say, just I'm just passing through. Oh shit! And I'm trying to get this voice down, everybody at home. All right, I've been trying to practice it for weeks, or for the whole week. so give me a little bit of slack. I'm just trying to pass through. Is that a problem?
It won't be if you don't make any trouble.
Well, you stop me on the road, and that you're just assuming that I'm going to be trouble. Does that, that is causing trouble for me. I don't want to cause trouble. All right, I just said I was just passing through.
I always seem to find trouble.
Well, what'd he say? Sorry.
Your kind always seems to find trouble.
Just be like, well, that's because only numbskulled humans like you like to cause trouble for us. Take that into account, eh?
Well, if you just go about your business here, don't cause any trouble, keep your head down, and then leave as soon as you're able, there won't be a problem.
Amazing.
No, me and my fellows here are going to be keeping an eye on you.
You want to turn your vibrate off?
Sorry.
And I say, well, that's all well and good. Believe me, I'm not looking for trouble. But if something happens, something happens. I don't want to get my hands dirty. And I say, I hope that this is satisfactory of an answer for you.
It is.
All right.
Be about your way.
All right. They move out of the way, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm just gonna keep walking forward. I'm not gonna like look at them or anything. I'm just gonna keep going forward.
As you walk past, or as you ride past, you do hear the sound of one of them spitting onto the ground.
And can I turn to the one that was just talking to me?
Yeah.
Or can I determine if it was the one that was just talking to me?
Make an investigation check.
Ooh, investigation. Ooh, 17. That's a very sexy number with a +5 because I'm proficient. So that's a 22.
It was not the one who who accosted you. It was just one of the other ones who was just standing there.
Okay.
This fellow who has mousy blonde hair, and is wearing it looks like the chainmail that he's wearing is too small for him. He's the one who spat in your direction. Like, not at you, but just onto the ground as you passed.
Okay. And I turn and I say, I hope you got a cold, son. Because if that was meant for me, then that'll be that trouble that we were just talking about with your friend over there. I say. And I'm going to... What?
Make an intimidation check.
Make an intimidation?
Make an intimidation check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the rolls are being very kind. That's going to be a 19.
You see this... He's a man of average build, not particularly muscular or small.
Yeah.
And his chest was puffed out, and he looked kind of cocky when you glanced at him. And as soon as you turn and say that, he just shrinks.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm sorry.
All right, I'm just gonna keep going into town then.
So what are you doing?
So how many days have I been on the road, would you say?
So you said you just leave your village, the community that you were in, or have you been on the road by yourself?
Yeah, I left it a while ago, but I didn't say like a particular set amount of days. So
we could like just think it's like a month or two.
okay, so after a month being on the road, living by myself and everything, I want to find an inn. I want to find the nearest inn that I can and take some shelter from the storm.
All right. So you're looking for an inn.
Yep. Yeah. Perception?
I mean, it's pretty easy to find one.
Okay.
It's a smaller place, and you just enter it.
Yeah, I'm going to hitch my horse outside, and I'm going to go inside.
You notice that as you're walking through, that people continue to kind of be look. You know, they see you glancing towards another. They turn the other way, and they some of them again continue to murmur. But you know that there's bad blood between your people and humans, so
right.
This is something you've come to understand.
Okay. Yeah, so is there a lot of people here, or is it pretty kind of dead?
You do pass, it's about midday at this point.
Right.
And it is, you do have to pass through the market square area.
Okay.
And so there are a bunch of people milling about, getting their purchases and things like that.
Okay.
And there's just on the far right corner of the town square, you do notice there's an inn that you can try to stay at.
And there, and like, is it kind of crowded inside the inn as well, or is it pretty sparse?
It's medium. You know, there are people here who are enjoying a meal or discussing it, but it's not full to bursting. But it's a little bit past lunchtime.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so.
You know, it's not quite the.
So I. Yeah. So like I said, hitched my horse, get inside the inn, and like you were saying that people weren't looking at me. Can I see the owner or the bartender or whoever is running this place?
There's a plump, middle-aged woman with red hair that's starting to kind of turn gray, who is behind the bar.
Okay.
And right now she's just wiping down the counter with a rag.
A redhead. Me likey. Yeah, I'll schlump my way over and I'll kind of. You said she was just washing dishes at this point, washing mugs and ale and glasses.
Yeah, her head is down, just focusing on her work. I mean, she doesn't seem to acknowledge your presence quite yet.
So I go up.
Deliberately ignoring you.
Oh, I didn't determine how much gold I had or anything either. I didn't get that far. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Let's just say you have about 200 gold on your
200 gold. Okay. So, can I assume like gold in like this town is pretty valuable amongst these people? Like,
I mean, it's a pretty standard currency.
Okay.
The continent that you're on is almost the entire thing is unified under one empire.
Right.
And so there's a pretty universal currency.
Okay. So I go up and I take 2 gold pieces out and I kind of like fiddle with them in my hand and I kind of like am doing the thing with poker chips where you're kind of like, stacking them and like putting them in the same pile again, over and over again.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay. It's a very specific action I am doing. So I'm doing that with these gold pieces, and I say to the woman, I say, fancy that you have a place tonight available.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. Oh, and again, you notice that when she sees who you're talking, or who she's talking to, she kind of recoils a tiny little bit.
I give her I kind of give her a big toothy smile at that when she kind of.
Well, what were you saying there, friend? I'm sorry, I was distracted.
and I just say, I was just wondering if you had any rooms available for me. I was kind of going a little bit Scottish there. Damn it.
I mean, because like the area you're in is kind of basically this world's equivalent of Scotland. So
Okay. It kind of makes sense.
yeah.
All right. Stick to an accent, Mitch.
Yes, well, I do believe I have a room available. You have both, correct?
And I'm like, yeah, more than this. But I shouldn't go around saying that sort of thing, you know. Just between you and me.
There are some undesirable people on the road these days.
Oh, yes. And evidently I'm one of them. I say. I kind of give a hearty laugh.
She seems a bit more trusting of you than the guards were, but she's still wary, you know.
Uh-huh.
There's, as I said before, there's a lot of bad blood between your people and humans after 10 years of waging war against each other.
Right. Which I would know about, so.
Mm-hmm. But, well, I have a room available. It's not exactly the most stellar of lodgings, but it's a bed and the 4 walls and a roof. 5 silver pieces a night.
And 5 silver pieces a night. It's 10 silver pieces per 1 gold, right? It's the same currency rate. Okay. So let's see here. If I want to stay a week, at the very least, let's see. 5, 10, 2 days, 2, 4, 6, 8. So I would have to put down 40 silver pieces.
Which is 4 gold.
4 gold? Okay. So 10 for 10. Right. I keep forgetting. Okay. So I put down 4 gold and I slide it over to her. And I'm just like, I think I'll stay for the week.
Oh, well, of course. Just give me a moment. I'll finish cleaning and then I'll take you to your room.
All right. So she.
I'm Molly, by the way.
Molly?
Molly.
Okay.
I make it a habit to introduce myself to every patron of my establishment. What is your name?
And I say, it's Emerus, right?
Emerus, yes.
Okay. So I say, my name is Emerus Murden. Obviously not as pretty a name as yours, and definitely not as pretty as a face. I'm gonna try to flatter her. Is that like a charisma check or?
Yeah, that'd probably be persuasion, I'd say.
Persuasion. All right.
Are you trying to flirt with her for a specific reason, or just because you want to flirt with her?
Just because I've been out on the road for a long time. You know, I just want to flirt, just to flirt. I'm a flirt.
All right. And you know what I just realized?
What?
Is that I basically made this innkeeper Mrs. Weasley from Harry Potter. She's a redhead. She's on the Cooper side. Name's Molly.
I'm weirdly attracted to her. So, all right. So, is that going to be a charisma check then?
Yeah, that'd be a persuasion check specifically.
Oh, God. Oh, 15.
She blushes a bit and she's well, thank you very much. I don't get complimented like that very often. I appreciate it.
I say, such a shame.
Yeah, so you...
I successfully flirt. Woo!
Yeah.
All right.
If you were to do anything else, that remains to be seen. But, like, she seems a bit warmer to you than everyone else has been so far.
Awesome. I need a friend. All right, so she's gonna tend to her business then.
No, she just finishes wiping down the counter and
Okay.
puts away a few mugs back onto the shelf behind the bar, and then she just walks out in front of the bar and she guides you up a set of stairs. Which this place isn't, not in the best condition.
Right.
It's not exactly squalid, but it could definitely use some. It's a bit of a fixer upper.
Yeah.
But
it's a bit of a fixer upper.
The floorboards creak. The paint on the walls is slightly faded, and so it's kind of peeling a little bit. But
okay.
And she guides you up to your room. It's a small space, big enough for you, but nothing too lavish.
Okay.
Mildly furnished. There's a bed with a straw mattress and sheets. There's a small nightstand, a chair in the corner, a window that overlooks the square. And as Molly goes up to you and says, I hope these accommodations will be to your liking. If there's anything I can do for you, just let me know. Out of curiosity, what's your point here?
What did she say? Sorry.
She said, these are your accommodations. I know they're not the fanciest, but...
Well, it's better than, sleeping on the road with a horse.
Aye, indeed. But if there's anything else you need, just let me know. And indeed, out of curiosity, what brings you to these parts?
Well, I'm just a curious sort, and I'm just on my way just to learn new things, learn about the outside world. I know a lot of my kind aren't known around here, or aren't seen around here or welcomed around here, but I'm feeling that maybe if we just learned a little bit more about each other, maybe that would be for the best.
And I'm going to try to deceive her because that's not why I'm here.
Deception check. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
That's gonna be just an 11.
She seems to believe you.
Oh, okay. Nice.
It ain't my business anyway. I was just curious. Well, if there's anything else you need, just let me know.
And
if you are
what?
a curious sort, there is a notice board with jobs that have been posted. Things that need doing around town. If you were interested in that, you can look around at that if you wish.
I'll set my stuff down first and I'll see what I can do. And if you're curious about anything else as far as I'm concerned, please do not hesitate to knock on my door.
Persuasion check.
Another persuasion check? Can I do it with advantage since I flattered her before?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You keep learning with her, so,
Okay.
That's the only other kind of check I can think of.
Okay, so I got a 16 on my first roll. Okay, I'm going to re-roll that because that bounced. That bounced again. Damn it. Just stay. Okay, and that's a 6 on it. So I'm going to go with the 16.
Of course.
Yeah.
She blushes again, nods, and says, well, who knows? Perhaps.
Oh, shit. Ooh, I should have been a bard. All right, so
move with the ladies, it seems.
Evidently, Emerus is one good-looking dude. Okay.
I mean, you're in pretty good shape. You're fit. You're muscular.
Right, which is weird considering I'm a wizard.
A life of living off the land and in rugged conditions will do that to you.
Yeah, I suppose. Okay, so that all happens.
So what are you gonna do? It's probably around 2 now. I said it was around midday when you arrived in town. It's around 2 now.
2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm just gonna I'm pretty sore from the road, so I'm gonna lay down on the bed and take a short nap, and
Alright.
about an hour nap. So we can just quickly skip that part. That it's not like I need it for anything, but role play wise.
As you lay down, you sit down on the mattress and you can just feel your muscles begin to relax. You've been on the road, sleeping on a bedroll on hard, cold ground for several weeks now,
Right.
and it feels very nice to be in a bed
Mm-hmm.
after a while, and you fall asleep pretty easily. And you awake after about 3 hours, so it's around like 5 in the evening. The sun is about to set. The
Okay.
marketplace looks a lot more deserted. There's still a few people milling about,
Okay.
but it's mostly, people are starting to head home for the evening. And you see, people are approaching the inn. It seems like there are those who are. It's a spot that's pretty popular for people to gather after a day's work.
Okay. So I go downstairs. I guess I'm already
Alright.
downstairs. And is my
You were actually on the second floor.
what was that?
You were on the room you're in was on the second floor.
Okay.
It seems like the first floor is more dedicated to just the
Tavern?
restaurant part of the inn where people eat and drink and.
Right.
So
So yeah, I go downstairs and I see my my lady friend Molly. Is she like still working?
she's very busy. There are at least 7 people on the bar, waiting for their drinks, and she's getting to them as fast as they can. Her attention seems to be completely focused on that right now.
Okay, so I see her doing that. Okay, I'm gonna look for that board that she was talking about before with the jobs.
That's in the town square.
Oh, it's in the town square. Okay, so I'm gonna take all. Yeah, I assume I took all my belongings with me, so I don't have to go anywhere and do anything. So I'm gonna leave the inn,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna head towards the town square that she was talking about and look for that poster.
As you do, your horse sees you and it gives you a little whinny.
All right.
It seems is your horse a he or a she? I'll let you decide this.
Let's have it be a she.
Does she have a name?
Roach.
Very original. All right, girl. Roach gives a little whinny.
All right, I go to her and I kind of pat her on the side of her nose and give her a little little scratch and scruff, yeah. So she still loves me.
All right. I was very tempted for a split second to make you do an animal handling check, but I decided not to.
Yeah, I've rode this animal for a month. I should probably know it by now.
But it seems like you've calmed her down.
Yeah.
But as you do see a couple of more. There's a few people milling about.
Okay.
And a few of them go to the other side of the street as you're approaching, and just keep their heads down, trying not to make eye contact with you.
All right, I say to Roach, I kind of whisper to Roach. I say,
I'm hoping you're making more friends than I am here.
And
she gives a little whinny.
yeah. And I'll pat her again, and then I'll head towards the town square. Yeah.
So you make your way to the square. It's towards the square, and it's sort of in the. You actually walk past it as you were approaching the inn.
Yeah.
You just didn't really notice it. And you do notice, as you are approaching, you see slumped up against a wall, on the corner of the street, you see an elf woman in ragged armor, which looks like it's chainmail, but it looks somewhat rusted and disheveled.
Right, it's
Her
old.
hair is in a state,
Yeah.
and she's just kind of rocking back and forth, mumbling, and I repent, turn from your false And she sees you, and she's like, "Good sir, do you wish to hear the word of the true and true God?"
Can I make an insight check to see if she's like drunk or crazy? Yeah.
Yeah.
13 plus. So 13.
All right. You notice that she's very pale. She
Yeah.
has very pale skin, snow white hair, which is all disheveled.
Okay.
It looked like it was in a bone for a time, but now it's just kind of sticking out every which way.
Okay.
And you notice that she's trembling a little bit, but you can't tell why yet right now.
So I know everybody else is kind of ignoring her at this point.
Everyone else is just ignoring her.
So okay. So I'll go up to her and I'll kind of kneel down because she was sitting on the ground, right?
She was like, yeah, just sitting on the ground, kind of her arms around her legs.
So I'll go up to her and I'll kneel down and I'll just say just be like,
You know, you're the first one who openly talked to me. So what do you got to say?
You wish to hear about the Latriad?
If, sure. I want to know.
Make a religion check.
make a religion check. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Okay. 15. So 17.
You haven't had much contact with outsiders, but you have heard of Latriad. Latriad is the god of the Alteri people.
Okay.
The Alteri, also known as snow elves.
Okay.
And Latriad is a sun god. That's
Okay.
basically all you know at this point.
Do I know like any sort of form of like a way of dressing people that follow the god, like, you know, how, you know, fathers or pastors or reverend or anything like that? Like, is there like, you know, like a sister or anything like that I could call her by that I would know about?
Make another religion check.
Oh fuck. That's gonna be a 5. So no.
Unfortunately, no. You've only heard story. It's basically like how every person has a cursory knowledge of, say, Christianity or Judaism,
Yeah.
or Islam, even if they're not practitioner themselves.
Yeah.
So you've heard of Latriad. You know that the Alteri elves worship Latriad, and
Okay.
that's basically all you know.
Okay. And I say,
So you're a snow elf. What's a snow elf doing in this part of town? Or doing this area?
that's what I meant.
I was sent here in order to. You notice that she's kind of scratching at her arms.
Okay. Can I?
I've been sent here to guide people away from their false gods, help them see the true light before it's too late, before the judgment comes.
And what kind of judgment is that?
Fire and destruction. Make a history check now.
Okay.
Just a brief quick one.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Wow, that's actually really impressive. That's exactly what you have to roll.
These dice are being very nice to me tonight.
Given your previous lack of knowledge, but you know that the Alteri came from another continent known as Sorostrine.
Okay.
And 600 years ago, that their homeland, their people were assaulted by a ancient red dragon that they inadvertently awoke, that just completely razed and devastated the entire continent.
Uh-huh.
and that only a few thousand managed to evacuate in time. So it might mean that something like that is what she's talking about. You know that Yeltari believed that that was their god's judgment upon them
Okay.
for falling from the faith slightly. That they were not being pious enough, and so they believed that their god punished them by sending the dragon.
Can I
All the, like Sodom and Gomorrah.
yeah. Can I make an Arcana check to see if she's like under some sort of spell or curse or something like that? Or
Do you have to detect magic spell?
no, I don't.
Then yeah, just make an Arcana check, and this would just be like your best guess.
Okay. Oh shit! That's a nat 20.
These things are being very kind to you. Let's hope that your luck holds.
Yeah, I don't want to talk too soon. But that was a nat 20, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Starting off the nat right. Okay, but yeah, what do I know?
She does not appear to be under some kind of curse or spell. She just seems to be odd.
Okay.
And like I said, you see that she's shaking and kind of scratching her arms and.
Okay. So do I know, like, are dragon attacks like common or not in this world?
Dragons at this point in history are essentially extinct, actually.
They're what? Sorry?
They're almost extinct.
Almost extinct. So I say
That they've been hunted and fought, and they've been hunted and slain throughout history, and their numbers have dwindled to the point where they haven't been seen in centuries. The last known dragon encounter was actually the destruction of Sora Stream. That
which was how long ago?
600 years.
So I say,
Well, listen here, love. That whole business with your dragon, that was 600 years ago. What makes you think that it's gonna come again? Also, why do you keep scratching your arm?
I don't know what you're talking about. Latriod's judgment comes in many forms. It may come in a form of an earthquake or a plague, a war. But I do know that he does punish sin. And the punishments for sin are brutal.
Yeah,
Rightfully so.
you said flames and destruction. That was very specific of you. Did you have a vision lately?
No, I am just, it is my charge, my purpose to warn people of the destruction that may befall them as it befell my people.
I want to make an insight check on her to see if, like, she's telling the truth, obviously. Or
About what? About the
about everything.
not having.
That's going to be an 18.
She is telling the truth about the vision part, but she's clearly lying about the scratching her arms part. When she said she doesn't know what you're talking about, she was lying about that.
Okay. So I'm not going to grab her, but I'm just going to be like, because I can see like her scratching, like the scratch marks and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to just be like, there, right there. And I point to the scratch marks, and is it like bleeding, like, or what?
Just like, there's no blood, but you actually do notice riddled through her arm are like injection points. Like, looks like they were from a needle.
I fucking knew this chick was high on something. Okay, can I make a medicine check to see if I know like kind of what that is?
Sure, yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude. I got a 19 natural.
Okay, so as you're looking more closely, you notice that the outline of the injection sites is vaguely maroon.
Okay.
And you actually do recognize this as she has been injecting herself with a drug called night sap, which is derived from a very rare form of tree that grows in swampy areas. And it's used for a similar purpose to that of heroin or morphine.
Yeah.
That it generates this intense euphoric sensation. It helps ease sleep. It helps ease pain.
Is it called
But then it's
night
highly
saft?
addictive. Night sap.
Night
Like
stab?
a tree. Night sap.
Night sap.
S-A-P.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it was just hard to hear you. Okay.
You know, it's derived and diluted from the sap of a tree.
Okay.
And it is used for. It is legal but it's regulated by the Empire.
Okay.
It is used for actual medicinal purposes, but it is highly addictive. And
Do I know that if it like cause like hallucinations or anything, or
make you know that it can
okay,
sometimes, like in
certain
someone has a
doses?
bad reaction to it.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
LSD.
But it's more like heroin, so it gives this euphoric rush and.
Okay. So I'm pointing at her those injection points, and I say,
Are you sure it's actually you? Or is it the night sap talking?
She recoils a little bit. Hey, what I do, what actions I take are my business and Latriod's business. It's no concern of yours.
Look, I don't want to ask questions. All right. All I know is that I see this dame here just sitting right on the side of the road talking about the end of the world, and she's got night sap injection points in her arms. If you ask me, it just sounds like the ramblings of a druggie. All right. So
Believe what you will. Doubters will suffer.
all right. I see that I'm not really getting anywhere with this chick. And I'm gonna keep going to the poster board.
All right. So
And do I know if night sap is like addictive?
Yeah, like I said, you do know that it's addictive.
Okay.
It's very easy to get addicted to night sap, just like it is to get addicted to heroin.
Right. And before I leave, I just kind of look at her and I say,
they all think me just a reckless barbarian who wants to kill things. But I might even have just the slightest sliver of humanity in my heart. Get some help, please.
I say, and I say, yeah, and then I just leave.
She seems to ignore you at the moment.
What a bitch. All right, I keep walking.
So you go up to the notice board and you see that most of the notices are for things that are pretty innocuous, something really dumb. Just like looking to buy a used cart, or beware of bandits on the road. Signs like that.
Right.
One sign does get your attention, and it's written in not in kind of messy handwriting, but someone who's clearly literate wrote this.
Okay.
And it's a plea from a cobbler who lives in the town by the name of Hugo.
Okay.
And he is asking for aid, and it says that his son went missing in the Maubourne foothills a week ago,
Uh-huh.
and he's looking for someone to try to discover the boy's fate.
So I kind of
It
look.
describes, it describes the boy. His name is Jared. And,
Jared?
he's about 17, and that a few days ago, he and his, it just said that he ran off and that he hasn't been seen since, and that the guards aren't willing to go into that area and look for him, and that he's looking for someone else to do it.
Where was he last seen?
He was the last time that it just says that the more details will to come see Hugo at his shop for more details.
All right.
But he believes he went out into the Maubourne foothills, the foothills of this mountain range.
Okay. So I take that paper off, and I'll look for the shop then.
All right, make a investigation check.
Oh shit. Investigation 7.
Unfortunately, you're not really familiar with this city or this town, and so you wander around a little bit and you can't really find it
All
on
right.
your own.
All right. I'm gonna.
Ask for some directions.
Yeah, I was gonna ask one of the people passing by who don't look afraid of me. Is there anybody that doesn't look terrified of me?
Basically, everyone you've walked past are at least ignoring you. Some of them are giving you nasty looks,
Right.
but no one seems. None of the people you're seeing passing by as you're just wandering around the streets seem like they're interested in talking to you.
Fucking A. All right, I'm gonna go back to the inn then, and I'm gonna go see my girl Molly. So.
All right, so you make it back to the inn, and the area the downstairs area is a lot more populated and a lot busier now than it was when you first came in. The tables are. Seems like all the tables are filled. There are people enjoying their meals, laughing, holding out conversations.
Right.
There is a musician playing a flute in the corner.
Okay.
But taking people's orders and things like that.
Okay. So I go up to Molly, and I'm holding the paper. I'm trying to see if I can flag her down first because she's probably busy, but I'm just gonna try to get her attention.
She sees you and she's like, I'll be with you in just a moment.
Then I just kind of like nod in like understanding and agreement, like okay, yeah, and I'll wait till she comes over.
As you're waiting, you feel a tap on your shoulder.
Oh God.
You see the same guard from before, the same mousy-haired guard from before. Clearly drunk.
Oh God. Is this the one that spat at me?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, fucking A. Okay.
And he looks at you. He's like, "You freak! I thought we killed all of you.
And
What are you doing in this town? It's a decent place."
Decency only breeds indecency. Clearly.
and I look at him. Damn it, I forgot my Cockney ass.
Decency breeds indecency, as I can see.
Hey, that all rhymed. But yeah, I say that, and I'm going to try to turn away from him again. I really don't want to start anything.
He, again, taps you on the shoulder, and he's just like, "Why don't you fuck off back to wherever you came from,
And
you orc?"
and I turn towards him, and I want to kind of like lean towards him to whisper something. And
Okay.
and I want to whisper to him and just be like, "Boy,
Listen, lad. If you want me to spray your guts all over this bar and then bring you back just to look at it all, I'm willing and happy to do it. But I don't want to make a mess of Molly's place because she happens to be a very nice lady. So why don't you do us all a favor and why don't you fuck off back to the hole that you crawled out of?
I'm going to try to intimidate him to back off.
Intimidation check. Okay.
Please be good. Can I do that with advantage since I intimidated him before?
Trying to think, because yes, you did, but he's also drunk at this point, so he's also might have a little bit more liquid courage in him.
Oh,
so,
God.
unfortunately, I'm saying no.
Okay. Intimidation. 9? God, I'm gonna die.
He looks a lot braver than he did before. He pulls out a small knife and he kind of brandishes it. I'm not gonna fall for that shite again. Now I'll say it one more time. Fuck off back to whatever mountain cave you crawled out of with the rest of your people.
And I'm going.
At this point,
Yeah, go ahead.
you see a large. At this point, a large human hand rests itself onto this boy's shoulder. He looks like he's pretty young.
Right.
Too. Normally, if you were sober, he would never be picking a fight with you.
Right. I'm a pretty big dude.
This large hand. This person is about your size, actually.
Shit.
This human. Up to you. Lad, I think you've had enough. Isn't it time for you to go back home? And he's gonna make a persuasion check. This figure. You see, it's this large, burly bear of a man with a big, bushy beard.
Great bushy beard.
A tunic, wearing a set of a male shirt, and over that is a kilt. And you see a large sword on his back.
Okay. I think I know who this is.
I think you do too. Let's see. He does not. I had him roll a persuasion check. He only rolled an 8, and unfortunately, that wasn't good enough.
God damn it!
So,
can I help him? I want to help him.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna say,
Hey, if you ain't gonna listen to one big man, why don't you listen to the next big man?
and
Make me another intimidation check, and this time with advantage because there's someone else who's trying to help you out.
right. Okay. Okay, so my first roll was a 19 plus intimidation,
Okay.
which is a +3. So yeah, that's like a 21.
Succeeds. At this point, he just the guard, just like, and he begins hobbling back to his table.
Okay.
At this point, the big fellow leans over to you. He's like, "Oh, don't mind Micah over there. He's gotten pretty big for his britches ever since his uncle got him onto the guard force. But he don't mean any real harm. I'm Duncan, by the way, Duncan McClambroch."
I fucking knew it. And I say,
Yep.
and I take his hand and I give him a big, meaty handshake. And I kind of want to look around to see if anybody's noticing us, like, shaking hands, too.
Make a perception check. This is an investigate perception, I'd say.
That's a 9.
It seems like, it was a slight scene, but no one's really, most people are wrapped up in their own business. It's not like if you had actually started a fight with this guy, it probably would have gotten everyone's attention, but that's not what happened.
Okay.
So,
and I say,
Well, if that little fella wants to go and pick fights with orcs, he can just come back to my village, and you can have all the fighting that he could ever have and be happy with it.
I know from experience that wouldn't fare well for the lad. He's still wet behind the ears.
Yeah, something like that.
Come on, sit down. I'll buy you a drink. We can swap stories. You look like a fellow with some stories.
Well, I got stories of sorts.
God damn it! There's that Scottish coming through. Stop influencing me.
You're Cockney. Duncan is
I know. Hey, I got some stories. Yeah.
and I'll sit down. Screw it. I'll sit down with him.
You get to a small table, kind of in the corner, and he motions over to a waiter who's milling about and says, bring me 2 mugs and a pitcher of ale for me and my new friend here.
And I quickly say for the waiter, and I'll be like,
And bring Molly over. Tell her it's an old friend.
and I'll give him a wink.
I'll make a deception check.
Deception. We're old friends.
It doesn't matter.
Oh man, that's gonna be a 2.
He nods and he says, "Well, if she has a chance to come over, I'll let her know." All right, and about 2 minutes, he comes back with a pitcher of ale and 2 mugs.
Okay.
And they see it down in front of you, and Duncan takes the pitcher and he begins pouring ale into your mug.
All right. And I'll take it after he finishes, and I'll just sip on it slowly.
Duncan, on the other hand, takes his mug and just downs it all in seemingly one gulp. And slams it onto the table. Who brings you here, friend?
Well, I'm out on a bit of a personal quest, I guess you could say. You say even though I'm big, I'm beefy. I was more or less the brains of my village, and you can only learn so much from the scrolls, from the spells, and I want to go out and I want to see the outside world, and I want to know more. I'm on a quest for knowledge.
Oi, seems like a fine goal, friend. As I said, my name is Duncan. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Right, I never introduced myself, did I? My name is Emerus Merdin,
And I kind of hold up the mug to kind of give myself my own little cheers, and I sip on it again.
Well, Emerus, you're an interesting fellow, must say.
Yeah, I bet it. From the looks of it, and it seems like all you people don't get a lot of half-orcs running through here.
No, there aren't many of their kind around here. They mostly stay in smaller cities or smaller towns, or in closed-off areas, special areas of cities.
Right.
There's still a bad blood from the wars century ago. Bad business.
I can understand that. But my tribe wasn't even involved in the war.
Really?
Really?
And what tribe did you come from?
I came from the, give me a second, I'm just gonna...
Name generator.
Give me a second, I'm just trying to think of it. It's been a while, so, just, excuse me. I come from the Risen Mouth tribe.
Oh, I've never heard of them. Then again, I didn't really, in my dealings with them, I didn't really have many encounter. I didn't learn much about their the specifics. I was just truth be told, I fought in the war.
Oh, you
And
did?
this actually catches you off guard because the war was 100. The big war, the last war between your people and the humans was 100 years ago, and this man doesn't look a day over 30.
That must make you over 100 years old, then.
That it does, my friend. It does actually. See, that's why I was so willing to talk to you. I'm considered something of a freak here myself, actually.
Why? Because
People
you're a
don't-
100-year-old immortal or something?
Well, I could die just as easy as anyone. But, yes. It's quite the story, actually. You see, I joined the army back during the war, and I fought in some engagements against your people. And shortly after, during one skirmish, we were pursuing some forces into the woods, and I lost my way, and I ended up stepping onto some sort of magic circle, and I was transported to a realm they call the Feywild, I believe it's called. And
Yeah.
it was there.
Yeah, keep going.
I don't know much about magic or anything like that, but I was there for what I thought was about a week. Found my way back, and I learned that not only is the war over, but that 100 years have passed by. And you notice that his very jovial demeanor seems to crack a little bit as he's telling the story. It started out he was just swapping stories with, but now he seems kind of morose slightly.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a thing.
It sounds like it.
I'm spoiling the mood. Come, let me freshen up your glass. He pours some more ale for you.
All right. Yeah, I've been sipping on my ale since he was talking this entire time. So yeah, I've probably finished quite a bit of it. So, so the Feywild. Can I roll knowledge on that to see if I know anything?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Oh God. 10.
You've heard of the Feywild, but that's basically all you've heard. You know, it's like just the realm of the fairies. That's all you know.
You know, I've heard of the Feywild. That's the realm of the fairies.
It's a strange place. A strange place indeed. I saw things that it would boggle the mind of anyone. There are places where people walked on the ceilings instead of the floors. There were places where there were groves where flowers made a toot sound, like a fart, and they spread smells. It was topsy-turvy, and
Was it like? Was it more like, like a big, like wet fart, or was it like more like a little like poop like type fart, like, or was it more like? Because I'm just curious. You've been there. I need to know.
Well, he laughs at that. He's like, well, it depended on the flower. They grow in patches.
They grow what?
I've learned that the hard way. You know that old saying of, you should stop to smell the roses. Well, that don't apply in the Feywild, apparently.
I've never heard that saying in my life. But I'll take it to heart. I won't smell any roses.
It's fine. But then again, likely to find them with the frost setting in.
Right, I noticed a chill coming into town. But you said you knew that little that milk drinker that we just talked to a while ago. Tell me, are you on the city guard?
No, ever since the war, I've been somewhat of a traveler.
Ah,
I just stop by from time to time. Happen to be in the right place at the right time to help you out.
well, I do appreciate that. You know, honestly, I probably I don't want to say this in front of him because it's gonna scare them. But and I lean into him too, and I'll be like, I probably could have like twisted him in like 7 different ways.
Well, I don't doubt that for a moment, my friend. But I mean, I'm glad you didn't. You know, no one wants it to get into a scuffle with the guards, or end up in the stockades or worse.
And besides, if I want to kill somebody, I don't want other people to see me, especially that tall glass of water who's running the bar up there.
I say, and I kind of point to Molly.
Well, Molly.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a nice lady, that's for sure. Widowed, I believe. Her
Widow.
husband's place.
Well, this just gets better all the time. But look, tell me this: how long have you been in town? What?
Are you thinking of wooing her?
I mean, have you been on the road as for as long as I have, there, Duncan? you probably would want a little let's say entertainment. What?
I just said companionship.
Yeah, companionship. That's a better word for it. I'm gonna go with companionship. But look, how long have you been in town here?
Well, as I said, I grew up here. This was my home.
Oh,
When I left, it was much smaller than this. It was a small little mill village.
well, 100 years do that to a place.
It's clearly grown. But, I mean, as I said, ever since I got back from that fucking place, I've been on the road mostly, just helping out where I can.
Right.
And, but I go back here from time to time. There's something I have to do. There's something that I made a promise to do.
Right.
And,
Oh,
but
well,
anyway, I got into town about maybe a day or two ago.
yeah. Well, I was just wondering if you heard anything about this.
And I kind of slide over the paper with the ad on it, and I say,
You know anything about this?
Poor bugger. I actually was considering looking into that myself, but not certain. Are you planning on taking that contract?
You know, I mean, there could be some form of magic going on here because I just talked to this drugged out chick out on the streets. And this drugged out bird.
I know the one.
Yeah.
I saw her as I was coming to town. She's an old one, that's for sure.
So yeah,
I don't think she needs no harm.
going on about the end of the world and everything. So I'll
Yeah,
feel
not just
like
the alternative in general. That lot, they're strange, but this one, she's a particularly strange one. But I don't think, I wouldn't pay her much mind.
I'm just saying is that you got drugs going on. You got this lady spewing about the end of the world. There's a child missing. I say that sounds like something a little bit magical on my end. If I ever heard anything, I've heard lots of stories begin this way, and they usually end with finding some sort of scroll. I think we could do it, Duncan. I think we could find this guy because you obviously you got the muscle, you got the manpower. You definitely could do it. Myself, I can make stuff explode. It's pretty freaking awesome. Not gonna lie.
And I suppose, so you're going to work together on this? Split the reward 50-50?
I mean, yeah, I don't remember seeing a reward on this paper, but
Well, there's usually a reward.
there's
in such
usually
matters.
one indeed. But do you know where this place is? This shoe shop?
Well, as I said, it's been a while since I've been around these parts. I mostly just do what I come here to do every year, and then I go. But I can certainly help you find it if you wish.
You know what? You just stick right here, and I'm gonna go talk to Molly and see if she knows where it is. And maybe, I won't be shacking up alone anytime soon, if you know what I mean. Or wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And I'm gonna go up to the bar to where Molly
I
is.
wish you luck, lad. As you walk away, I wish you luck, lad.
And I go up to the bar, kind of towards where Molly is. And
Okay.
is she like really busy right now, or?
It seems like it's that the rush is starting to die down. Like everyone was just getting up there to get their orders taken, and now it seems a bit more quiet. So you probably get an award in edgewise.
Okay, so I go up towards her, and I'm just like,
Hello, love.
Oh, hello again. Emrys, right?
Yeah. I'm glad you remember my name. You know,
I try to remember all my customers.
well, that's good. I was just wondering if you could do me a favor. Do you happen to know?
and I push over the paper, and I say, "Do you happen to know where this cobbler might live?"
Yes, Hugo. He's one of the best in the city, if you ask me. I can show you where the shop is, and she begins to give you directions for the village, or for the shoe shop.
Okay.
So that business with a boy of his,
Yeah.
barely a man. And
It is a shame.
between you and me, I think the odds of finding him alive are slim. A boy like that going off, it doesn't sound good. Especially if you're going off the main road. If you stay on the main road, it should be fine. But even then, there are bandits and beasts in those mountains.
Well, look, if it's anything like orcs growing up, he could definitely just be drunk somewhere.
I see. Well, I won't stop you if you want to go look into that. You would be doing the town a service. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
I would, wouldn't I? And, I was just wondering if maybe if I come back, or when I come back, shall I say, not if I'm definitely coming back. I was just wondering if maybe we could share a pint sometime and have a conversation.
Make a persuasion check, and this time it is with advantage because you've successfully put it with her several times.
Oh, please, God, please let this be good. 15 plus my persuasion. Okay, so that's going to be just 15.
She gives you a little smile. Nothing too major. You can't really tell whether or not she's flirting back at this point.
Yeah. Okay.
It may just be a friend's move. Well, perhaps. I'm quite busy ever since Colin died. My husband Colin died. I've been busy running this place. But we'll see.
Well, I look forward to we'll seeing then.
And I kind of give her a wink and a smile, and I turn around and I go back to Duncan. And I say,
All right, boy. Come on, grab your gear. Let's go find us some teenagers.
In a certain context, that could sound much, much worse than it is.
What I don't understand, I'm just saying, there's a teenager that needs to be found.
Whatever you say, lad. Just careful who you say that to. They might take it the wrong way, and you don't want any more trouble, right?
I suppose. All right, let's go.
All right. Are you going on foot or on horseback? I mean,
Is it like
quite
super far away though?
Nah, no, it's in town.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go on foot. Actually, are there stables at this inn?
I mean, there's a hitching post outside, so you can just keep your horse hitched there. And
Yeah, I suppose horses do sleep standing up. So okay. All right, so I'm just gonna keep walking to. I'm gonna take Duncan and go by Molly's directions to go to the cobblers. And you say it's nighttime now, right?
Yeah, the sun is fully set at this point. As you're walking, you do walk past the elf on the corner again. Just kind of muttering to herself again. Doesn't seem to notice you.
Does she have like any sort of weapons on her or anything? Like, because I feel like she's a paladin of some point. What?
Actually, yes. You notice that there is, by her side, or kind of, on the ground next to her is a shield and a warhammer.
Okay.
And it's inscribed with elvish runes. And you can't really see who is face down, so you can't see like if there's a coat of arms or anything like that on there.
All right.
But
fuck it. I'm gonna go up and talk to her again. So I go towards her. And
have you come to hear the words of Latriad?
No, I already heard them. Look, are you a paladin of some sort?
Well, I am, or I was a crusader of my people. That was a long time ago, though. Now I just try to get by and help spread the word of Latriad as best I can.
Well, what happened to you then that made you not become a paladin? You just said you were one, but now you're not. Something happened.
Make a persuasion check. Try to see if you can get her to tell you.
Come on, baby! Oh shit, that fell on the floor. Okay, baby. All right. You be nice for daddy. Because I got to know what this chick is up to. Oh, an 18!
At this point, she begins. She's silent for a couple seconds, and then you notice that an expression of regret and shame come over her face, and you notice that she's starting to tear up a bit. And I was excommunicated and cast out because I am a disgrace to my people, a disgrace to Latriad. I am supposed to be the shining example, the shepherd that guides the flock towards the true path, and I fell into the temptations of the earth, just like any other.
The night sap.
And she nods. Doesn't say anything, just nods.
Go on.
There's really nothing more to tell. I gave into temptation, and that's why I was cast out.
Well, look here, love.
And I kind of get down towards her again.
Like on your knee?
Yeah. And I try to keep my voice down so Duncan doesn't, hear me too much.
Duncan is there right with you, so.
Well, can I kind of like speak a little bit like softer so he doesn't like hear what I'm saying?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So I'm just like,
Hey, we're both in the same boat, you know. I was cast out from my place. Not for the same reasons, but I know what it's like to be on your own. To not have anybody. You feel lost. You feel like there's really nothing. I believe that you truly do believe in, was it Latriad?
Latriad, Laetriad.
Okay. I know that you believe in Latriad and and spreading his word. But I also know you feel lost. Because I'm feeling the exact same way. Now, here's an option for you.
and I kind of hold the paper out just a little bit for her to see. I say,
We're gonna go try to find this boy. It's gonna be a big reward for it. Enough of a reward for you to get out of this place, for you to get back up on your feet, and probably a better life. What does that sound?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
alrighty. Thank God for advantage. Motherfucker. Do I have anything that can help?
Well, you have your fate point. You can use your fate point on this.
My fate point to automatically succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like that. I mean, a paladin on my side would probably help a lot with
It definitely would.
with a fighter. You know what? Fortune favors the bold. I'm going to use that fate point to automatically succeed to get this chick on my side.
She looks up at you, and you see for the first time since you've interacted with this woman, a sense of conviction, and appear on her face. She stands up, grabs her warhammer and her shield, and she nods and says that, I swear by the light of Latriad that I will aid you in this quest for as long as you'll have me. I don't know if Latriad's grace is still given to me, but I will try.
Yeah.
I will try.
And I kind of put my arm on her shoulder and I give her a smile and I say,
Welcome to the team, love. What's your name?
Igraith.
Igraith?
Igraith. Igraith.
Paladin, and I got my Duncan dude. Okay, so I assume that's my second follower.
Mm-hmm.
If you couldn't make it out easily enough. Is Duncan a fighter?
Yep.
Okay, I figured that as much. Okay, got my fighter, got my paladin. I'm the wizard. I'm the squishy wizard in the middle. All right, so we're gonna keep following the directions that Molly gave me and go to the cobblers.
Okay, so you make your way there, and you do find the store. He clearly lives. It's a storefront. He clearly lives above the shop.
Uh-huh.
And the shop is closed, but there is a door which you surmise leads up to the staircase to the residential part. And
Okay.
there is a light, like a hearth, either a hearth or a candle up there that you see. And there's a brass knocker on the door.
Okay.
One thing you also do notice is that there is what looks like the station of a shoe shiner or a boot black
Right.
in front.
Okay.
And it looks like it hasn't, that nobody's used this in a while.
Okay. I will go up to the knocker because every adventure begins with a knock. And I knock it.
All right. After a few seconds, you hear the shuffling of feet down steps, and you see a portly man with a receding hairline open the door. He looks at you, and he's like, "Oh, I'm terribly sorry, but the store is closed. If you want to come back in the morning, I'd be happy to take a look at whatever you need to."
You're Hugo.
I am, yes.
Well, I was just, me and my friends here, we wanted to go find your boy.
And you see his face like, oh, thank the gods. I put that notice up a week ago, and I didn't think anyone saw it or cared.
Well,
thank you. Come in.
and
Come in. I'll try to explain everything
Okay,
on the
so
way.
yeah, so we go inside.
So you go up the steps, and it's a modest living space. You know, he doesn't look like he's well off. It looks. You notice that it's modestly furnished. You know, the kind of things that a poor peasant would be able to afford. But you
Right.
do notice that on beside the hearth, which there is a fire going. You notice that there is a empty. What looks like a rack for displaying a suit of armor.
Ooh.
You notice that is empty, and you notice that above the mantle of the fireplace there is a rack that seems to have also once held a weapon that is empty.
was somebody recently made a purchase, or did your boy take those with him?
That's what I think. He fancies himself an adventurer, and I guess I kept telling him that it's not as glamorous the tales and songs would lead you to believe. I fought. I was a soldier for a while, and the things I saw, it worked no adventure. But I tried to tell him, but he wouldn't listen. And one morning I woke up to find him gone, and my armor gone, my sword gone. And I think he went out to try to make a name for himself in the world.
Well, it says here in the foothills. Is there anything in the foothills like beasts or a mage or something?
Well, there are beasts to be sure. Devils who travel through are warned to stay on the main roads.
Yeah, we heard that.
Lest raiders or worse that come after them. But if you ask me, the most likely place he would have went is Stellen's Tower. Stellan. Stellen.
Stellan's Tower.
Stellan.
Okay.
Duncan leans over, and Stellan, the old wizard. I thought that place had been abandoned for years. I remember he used to live, or that there was a wizard who used to live there. But I heard that it's been abandoned. And Hugo turns to him and he says, yes, it has been abandoned for some time. I remember I was a lad who was 30 years ago. There was a strike of blue lightning that hit somewhere in the hills, and it was so intense that the entire town shook. And since then, Stellan hadn't been seen. We assumed that he was killed. Maybe he invoked the wrath of the gods, and they saw fit to punish him for some black magic. But I wouldn't know.
So So I've been kind of listening this entire time, but I perk up at the mention of the blue lightning. And I turn to Duncan and I kind of like, I'm doing this a lot, but yeah, I kind of get close to him and I'm just like, this Stellan's tower, you know what it is? You know where it is?
I know it's somewhere in those hills about a day's ride away. That's all I really know.
Oh,
I've never ventured there myself. Of course, when I left for the war, he was still there.
right.
But not certain what happened.
So I turn back.
I don't know the general location.
I turn back to Hugo. I say,
Right. Obviously, if we're gonna go find your boy, we're gonna need a little bit of how you say.
Awards? Is that what you're asking for?
Oh, I wouldn't want to say reward just outright. I just want to say something more along the lines of just a convenience fee and something to take care of our animals and a food that we probably need along the way, because my boy here just told me that it's about a day's ride away. That's quite a bit to go out and go find somebody and bring them back. And especially if he's hurt or injured in any sort of way, we need some medical supply kits, anything like that. If that's something that you're capable of doing. If not, then we could always place an IOU or arrange something with my accountant here. And I kind of nudge Igrath. Igrath.
Oh, well, I don't have much, but I could, but I'll do anything to get my boy back. How does 100 gold now sound, and then another 400 when you learn of his return with news? Does that seem fair to you?
I turn to the others and I kind of like look at them like, should we take it? Should we not take it? Should we kind of hustle them out? Kind of like in Ghostbusters where they, do the first busting job and then you're just like, it's 8,000. No, that's going to be a 2,000 job type of deal. I'm going to try to do something like that with them. See what they think.
So you're going to ask them?
Yeah, I turn to them and I'm just like, I kind of want to, yeah, I turn to Hugo and be like, just give us 1 second to talk about it.
Of course.
And I turn to the others and I kind of lead them away from Hugo. I say,
exactly how much can we get with 100 gold?
But what matters is we help the boy.
Yeah.
That's what matters. The reward is nice, but...
Well, I'm just saying that I'm running out of supplies for my horse, and she's starving for the past couple days. I want to get her some feed. I want us to get some food for ourselves. I'm just saying, how much can 100 gold actually get us in this city? Grace, you've been awfully quiet. You're my accountant on this.
I care not for material things. But from what I understand, well, it shouldn't be too difficult to find provisions. 100 gold seems fairly reasonable to me.
All right. And I turn back to Hugo. And I say, all right, we'll do it. 100 up front, and then 400 after we return him.
Oh, praise be. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 1,000 thanks.
Yes. Now, per our agreement.
Oh, of course. And he turns and he goes into another room and he comes back with a sack full of that clinks. You can tell that it's full of gold.
Okay. So hands over the gold, and I say,
Do you have any good liquor available?
I might have some brandy. I'm not sure, but I can check for you.
Go check, and if you got it, bring it here. And 4 glasses for all of us.
All right. Yeah, he comes back with a ring for the small decanter of brandy, or he pours them into you, or pours into glasses for you.
So he pours them in the glasses, and I raise the glass as if to make a toast. I say,
to our agreements, to our good health and happiness, but most importantly, to life.
clink.
L'chaim.
Judaism is now a thing in this world. All right. So with that out of the way, my musical references appeased for now. Yeah, it's nighttime. Got the gold, and
Yep.
I say, as we're leaving the place, I'm gonna talk to the others, and I'm just be like,
You know, we could probably make a lot of way on, if we leave in the morning, we stay the night here, we buy provisions, then we leave in the morning, probably cover a lot of ground, we'll probably get there by nightfall tomorrow. What do you think?
Sounds good to me, friend.
Hey, Grace.
Very well.
all right. So let's all.
And Duncan turns to Grace and he says, "Now, do you have a place to stay? Like, are you just gonna sleep where we found you?" And Grace says, "I honestly hadn't thought about it very much.
I already paid for a room at the inn. You can stay there with me, or I'll pay for another room. It don't matter."
Thank you. That's very kind of you."
Yeah, well, you know that us orcs are known for our kindness.
So
Duncan just goes, and then walks out. So you're going back to the inn?
yeah, so we go back to the inn, and is it like really late now in the day or in the night?
Probably around midnight at this point. So the streets are pretty deserted.
Okay, so we go back in. Is Molly anywhere to be seen in the inn?
She's closing up shop. Most of the patrons from before have left or are in the process of leaving, and she's just cleaning up for the night.
All right, so I go up, and I'm like,
Hello, love. Well, I was just wondering if I could get another room here for my friends.
Oh, of course. 2 additional rooms, then.
Yep.
and I take out 4 gold and I plop it down. So he's
That sounds good. If you're sure, they'll just be right across the hall from yours. I'm sure you can guide them. Hope you sleep well for the night.
Well, I'll sleep as well as I can without you.
And with that, then I'll just leave.
Make another persuasion check.
Another persuasion?
Yeah. I just want to see how successfully.
Is that with advantage since I've already been flirting with her a lot?
Yeah, sure.
All
Why
right.
not?
Come on.
I
babe.
assume.
All right. That's going to be a 13.
Again, just gives you a little smile and says, "Sleep well, friend."
And then I say, "Ooh, I've been promoted to friend now, haven't I?" And I smile, and then I walk off. I walk towards my
Don't
room.
push your luck.
What is that?
Don't push your luck. She gives you a little wink.
Oh, saucy. Somebody stop me. Okay. Okay, so we all go to bed then.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. Anything happen at night?
Not really. Nothing of note. The evening passes pretty uneventfully. You all get a full night's rest.
Yeah.
As you emerge, Granth emerges from the room across from yours, and she seems a bit more. She seems like her head's cleared. She greets you with a, morning's blessings to you. Shall we get underway?
I say,
Oh, you look like a sight for sore eyes. I feel like you haven't woken up from a good night's sleep in a very long time, haven't you?
Well, I'll tell you, I haven't slept in a bed in quite some time. I thank you for I don't even know how to really say it. For wanting my help.
Don't worry about it. Us outsiders got to stick together.
I nod to her.
All right. Duncan has not emerged yet.
Oh God. So I go to his door and I.
Oi! You up yet?
You hear very loud snoring.
I have thaumaturgy.
I wonder if you didn't hear this over the course of the night, but he is snoring very loudly.
And I say,
Hey, you don't happen to know thaumaturgy now, do you?
I say to Egraith.
I actually, yes, I do.
You know what you should do is that.
Well, first, do I know what thaumaturgy does?
Make an Arcana check.
All right, I am good with Arcana. Oh, maybe not that good. 13?
Yeah, you've heard of, thaumaturgy. Your mother was a shaman.
Right.
And it kind of has some of those implications that she knew of the spell. And so you knew what it could do.
And I'm kind of chuckling to myself and like,
here's what we should do. You should open the windows and the doors and then have, make your voice really loud and say, "Wake up, you fat bastard." That's what you should do.
I'm not really into the profanity.
All right, just say "wake up." Just say "wake up." In a big booming
all
voice.
Right. And she clutches a holy symbol around her neck, and then she pushes her arms out, and the doors just slam open. You see the windows are slammed open, and Duncan, springs up. What the? He falls off his bed onto the floor with a thunk.
Good morning.
Bloody hell. Couldn't have just let me sleep a few more fucking winks.
Hey, no swearing in front of the lady. Now look, That boy ain't gonna get found any sooner if we stay here and let you sleep all day.
You're right. I just it didn't have to be so loud. I think I might have had a little too much of that ale and that brandy.
We only had one thing of brandy.
Well, we also had an entire pitcher, you recall.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. All right, get dressed. Get dressed, man. You're going to find this
All right.
kid.
Yep.
All right. Can we take like a quick 10-minute break so I can go to the bathroom and get something to eat and everything?
Sure. Yeah, I might do that myself too.
All right.
Freshen up my water glass.
10 minutes. We'll be right back.
Just should I stay on the line or should we? Should I shut it off and then you call me when you're done?
Yeah, sure.
Hello.
All right, and we're back.
Did you change your shirt?
I did. Last one was getting a wee bit sweaty.
Fair enough.
So, all right, our
Do you have any announcements or anything that you need to get through, or?
nope, just start where we left off. So,
Okay, so you guys were about to begin your preparations for your journey.
Yep.
Is there anything specific you're looking for?
mainly feed for my horse and any provisions like rations or anything, because it's going to be a day's worth. So I want at least like 4 days worth of rations for myself and for the other two as well.
Do you want to do any like potions or anything like that, or do you
Any
think you can get by without them?
any health potions?
All right. I mean, you can definitely find all of this in the city. So just tell me what you want to get to first, and then we can go from there.
Let's start with getting some health potions.
so you look around, ask for, I'm assuming you asked Molly for like places where you can find all this again? Because,
Yeah,
she's been nice to her.
might as well.
Yeah, she tells me you can find like an apothecary, blacksmith, the general store, you can get feed for your horse and all that.
Okay. And head to the nearest spot, I guess.
Okay, the closest would be the general store. It's just in the marketplace.
Yeah.
You see, there are a mixture between there's a mixture of market stalls and of just actual shops.
Okay.
And so you go to where you can get the general store, and this is interesting because this is one of the first non-humans you've seen. One of the only non-humans you've seen in the city. It's a halfling, which in my setting are called the Kender.
Okay. Like
See,
from
it's a
Dragonlance.
Because I took elements of Dragonlance into my campaign setting.
Right.
Halfling is actually a slur the same way that orc is in my
Right.
setting. I didn't mention that before, but yeah, orc is a racial slur in my setting, and then Uwe Gazog is the proper term for their people.
Well, I guess it just shows you how in tune with the social climates that I am to use a racial slur for myself.
Yeah, but he sees it. Oh, a customer, yes. How can I help you today?
This is the apothecary.
No, this is the general store.
Oh, the general store.
So this is where you get to feed your horse and provisions for your journey.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you had
Any horse feed. Oh shit, I'm starting to get back into that Scottish accent. Damn it. Any horse feed or rations. Horse feed.
I can get you some. I've got some feed for horses if you wish. I also have provisions for your journey. What would you? How long? How much do you need?
Well, like I said, I think about like 4 days worth for each of us.
Say while pointing at Egrath and Duncan.
And for my horse, or do you guys have mounts as well?
I asked them.
Duncan's I've got a horse.
Right, you probably don't have one, Egrath. Do you know where there's horses for sale?
Oh, that might not be necessary, lad, Duncan says. She can always just ride with me if she wants.
Is that okay with you, Egrath?
I see no reason to object.
Well, I mean, he's a big man. So I was just saying, whatever. Anyways, so feed for 2 horses for at least 3 days, and then we want rations for all 3 of us for at least 4 days. We don't know how long we're going to be out, boys and girls.
Well, for the feed, it'll be 5 coppers per day, so 20 coppers.
20 coppers. That would be 2 silvers. So I give them a
Mhm.
gold piece for the
Oh,
for that.
well, thank you.
Yeah, well, I shouldn't be going around flashing cash like that, but you seem like a decent fellow, and you're one of the only few people here who have actually treated me as above the common dirt we stand upon.
I'm no stranger to that myself. People often deride me as the halfling who runs the general store. I'm used to it at this point, unfortunately. But anyway, you also wanted some provisions, yes?
Yes, at least 4 days worth for all 3 of us.
Well, I have some salted meats and some bread. you wish, I can. Let's see. He goes through his wares, mumbling to himself. It'll be about 20, about 25 silver for the day, or for 3 days worth of rations.
Silver. And it says 10 silver per 1 gold.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever change is left in that first gold piece, and then I'll just hand over one more gold piece.
Oh, well, thank you. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, I don't think. Where's the nearest apothecary?
Oh wait, no, I already got apothecary directions from Molly. Never mind.
You basically gave a list of all the things you're going to need, and Molly pointed you towards places where you can go to get it.
Okay.
And that
Yeah.
includes a blacksmith if you need to get any weapons or armor if you need.
I mean, I'm not proficient in anything other than daggers, but
That's true. And your staff.
and my staff. I might as well just stick to magic. You said stick to magic,
And
anyways.
Duncan and the Graith are pretty well equipped right now, so
Yeah.
they don't need anything new.
Okay, so we
So
say
No, that's about it for me. Thank you though,
and he has the feed and everything. I'm gonna say I brought Roach with me. So I'm gonna hitch all the bags to Roach
put it
and
onto the saddlebags.
yeah. And we're gonna go to the apothecary next.
All right, so you make your way to the apothecary. And the person behind the counter, as you approach, and the smell of various different types of incense and herbs fill your nostrils. You see a frizzy-haired woman, a human in this case, behind the counter. And she takes a look at you like, we don't serve your kind. I heard about you. And you are not welcome in my establishment.
I haven't done anything wrong. I've just walked in here. That's it.
It doesn't matter.
I got gold.
You're not going for this trouble. Please leave or pull the guards.
Fine.
Duncan,
Duncan.
this one, listen, ma'am. Brenda, was it? She does. Yes, that's my name. Listen, my friend here, he may look big and ugly and mean as sin, but
I kind of shoot him a little look when he says that.
as far as I can tell, the only two of those yard are big and ugly. He's been a decent shop as long as I've known him. Granted, it hasn't been that long, but he's given me no reason to doubt it in all that time. So just please, let us do our shop, do our business here, and then we can all go about our day. I'm going to have him roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
And he failed. He failed so bad. He got a 1.
I got a nat 1? What
He
an
got a
asshole. Alright, so what is
And he said, if you do business with the likes of that, if you consort with degenerates and monsters like that, you are not welcome in my store. Now please leave before I call the guards.
So I take a deep breath and I'm like,
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that last part. And I'm just gonna go.
and I'm like, and then I say to Duncan, I'm like,
Health potions.
and then I turn and leave.
At this point, You hear Graith also whisper something into Duncan's ear, and he looks dejected. He looks, disappointed. He hears like, "Lass, keep going. That shite's gonna kill ya."
My babe needs her fix. God damn it!
Like I said, this stuff is legal. It's just restricted.
All right. Well, I can't do anything because I'm not allowed in there. So.
And honestly, he tries to go in and comes back out almost immediately. She's like, "Oh, the wench turned me away too. She says that I'm not welcome if I associate with the likes of you."
But what about Egrace? She came in with us.
She doesn't like elves either.
Wait, so we're not going to get health potions?
Not to her, unfortunately.
All right. Well, we've already wasted enough time already. We can.
If it comes to it, I might be able to heal you if necessary. If Latriad permits it, of course.
All right. Well.
All right. So first thing I'm going to do before we head out is I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. How long does that last?
That lasts for 8 hours.
All right.
And it's going to be 13 plus my Dex modifier, which is 1. So I'm going to have a 14.
An AC of 14?
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Wait.
I'm gonna prepare that. I'm gonna prepare that. Instead of saying I just cast it right now, I want to prepare it for when we actually get towards the area that what's his nuts went missing. Jared. Yeah, that guy. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna prepare that spell because I want that 8 hours to last. Or if we get attacked by something along the way, then I want to cast it. But yeah, okay.
That makes sense.
So with that, I'm like, well, we don't really have anything else to get, right? That was it.
But before we set out, Duncan says, "There's one thing I'd like to do. It is somewhat of a private matter, but I'll meet you by the city, by the north gate. Once I'm done, if you don't mind."
Can I roll an insight check on him to see
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
For anything, I guess.
Try to guess what he's trying to do. What else to do?
Yeah, that's going to be a 14.
It seems like what it's definitely something that's important to him, but he doesn't. You get the vibe he probably doesn't want to talk about it.
Too bad I couldn't cast invisibility and just follow him. Yeah, the
Can you?
No, I could disguise myself and then just follow him around. No, I won't. I won't do that. We got to get going. We got to find this kid. All right, so
you and he, on your own, make your way to the northern gate. She's walking on foot. Are you on Roach, or are you just?
Yeah, I'm going to be riding Roach. I might as well.
All right, so she's on foot. She's on foot, just following you. You're just walking.
Okay.
Grace doesn't talk all that much as you're walking. Unless there's something you want to say to her.
We're walking along, and
Are you gonna flirt with the Grace too?
Was that?
Are you gonna flirt with her too?
Maybe. You never know. Maybe that's all she needs. No, I'm just like so. How long ago did you come to this city? I say to her.
The city, I've been here about 15 years.
15 years. And where were
Try
you?
and preach the good word.
Where were you
And then
before?
when I was cast out of the order, I decided I just didn't want to leave. Didn't know where else to go.
What? You're telling me, wait, there's an order here in the city? Is that what I'm getting?
No, there isn't. There's not an order here. I'm the only one of my order in the city, but I was sent here to spread the word of Latriad.
Okay. And then they cast you out. Okay. How did you even get that stuff? I know it's legal and everything, but how did you get on it?
If it's all the same to you, I'd really rather not go into it.
I mean, all right. I was just trying to make conversation.
I'm sorry. It's a huge source of shame for me.
I
I've tried
understand.
to quit on several occasions, and last time it nearly killed me.
So are we outside the city now, or are we just riding along?
You're just right outside the main gate.
Okay.
Oh, the north gate.
Okay. And I kind of look around to make sure nobody else is listening. And I kind of turned towards her and I'm just like,
I'll be honest with you, because you're like me. And say the reason why I was cast out was because I found the forbidden arts and magic. I found necromancy.
She looks frightened and unnerved when she hears you say this.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared now when I say that, all right? All right? It's not as bad as everybody makes it out to be.
It's a violation of everything, of everything that is good and decent.
Let me ask you this. How can we understand life if we don't first understand death?
It's unnatural. It's wicked.
Look, now, I'm not saying I go around and I go into cemeteries and I'll get corpses popping out of the ground or anything. I don't do that. I just study it because it seems like a part that people don't want to understand. We have life, which everybody wants to know about. They all want to understand the aspects of life, where we come from, where we go, what we do. But nobody wants to go on the other side. That's why I was kicked out, because I was asking those questions.
It's not my place to cast judgment. But I will say that that's a dangerous road you're walking down, and if you're not careful, it'll destroy you, turn you into something vile. And I can see it, that you have at your core a good heart. And I don't want to see that good heart wither and turn black. Just be careful. That's all I'm asking.
Well, I'm going to ask you to be careful with that night sap that you keep going on about.
I know, and I know I'm in no position to judge, but I'm not trying to. For your own sake, for the sake of your soul, I pray that you will turn away from that vile act.
Look, I just want to be honest with you, because I believe honesty is probably the only thing that's going to keep us together in this entire time. But let's find that boy, huh?
And we're just gonna keep going until Duncan meets up with us.
So wait for another 30 minutes, and then Duncan appears, and he looks. Make a perception check.
That's going to be just an 11.
Okay, hold on. Let me just do something really quick. It looks like his eyes look slightly red and puffy. It looks like he was crying. Believe it or not, this big bulky guy got done crying.
And I go to Egraith and I'm like, because he's walking towards us, right? Or is he already there?
Mm-hmm.
He's walking towards us.
He's already. Yeah, but you can already tell that he might have been crying. He's trying to hide it. You're trying to put on this tough guy act, but you can tell that he was just crying.
Hey, man, you okay?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm great, lad. I'm great. So, shall we set out? And you see at this point that he has also been. He's also leading his own horse, this big black war horse.
All right.
And
Well, you ride with him, and let's go to them foothills then, eh?
And I turn my horse around, and
let's ride.
And yeah, we're gonna head out towards the foothills as far as we can go.
Like in the distance, you can make out the outline of the mountains in the.
Okay.
And you go along. Do you want to say or do anything during the earlier stage of the journey, or should we just flash forward to when you're more in the wilder parts?
We can flash forward to the wilder parts.
So you set out around like 11 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And right now it's about dusk when you get into more wild areas. These are quite as well maintained. You notice that there are trees. You're following the river. There are trees on either side of the river that lead off into a small forest.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to do now, or it's around 6:30 right now at this point?
So we're as far as we can get, like towards the foothills, getting near the foothills, or at the foothills.
Yeah, it's just it'd be about another. Depending on when you get up, you probably arrive around like 11 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Okay, so I kind of get off I kind of stop Roach, and I get down, and I'm gonna make a survival check or to try to see if I can see any tracks from before.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, fuck me. That's gonna be a 10.
At this point, you can't really see tracks, and even if you could, it has been about a week since Jerry ran off. So any tracks you find, they probably wouldn't be fresh anyway.
Okay. I guess we just got to keep going straight on the road, right?
Mm-hmm. Like right now, you're still on the main road. Eventually, you are going to have to taper off into wilderness.
All right. Well, we're just going to go as even more farther than we can until we do have to taper off.
All right. So at this point, that point, you walk for a little bit longer. Duncan begins like singing a little jaunty tune just under his breath. The minstrel boy to the war has gone. So, to himself, patting his horse on behind its ears.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Igraith is just kind of staring off into staring off pensively into the trees.
Okay. And can I make another survival check to see if I can find any more tracks?
At this point, my suggestion would be trying to find a place to set up camp.
Okay. So yeah.
And then which one you want area where you try to. What you could also do is make a check to try to see are there any signs like that direct you towards the wizard's tower.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
Looking for the wizard's tower, the road.
Yeah, I'm going to try to see if there's any indication of where the wizard's tower could be. That's going to be a 14.
You do notice that the main road, kind of goes off a little bit into the woods.
Okay. yeah, follow that then. Keep going as far as you can
Yeah, so you
till it gets nighttime, and then
I mean, it's like 8 o'clock at this point.
okay. So once when we
It's already
start,
set, and it's getting dark.
find a place to set up camp,
All right.
and then while
All right,
we
so
are,
I'll give you for the. All right, go ahead.
I said while we are setting up camp, I'm going to cast Leoman's Tiny Hut, and then
Ooh.
that's going to that's going to cover our camp. So I'm going to take a minute to do that.
So you begin. Describe what kind of components does the spell have?
Give me a second while I look it up.
Verbal. Verbal, semantic, and material.
Yeah.
So you begin reciting the incantations necessary and holding a small crystal bead in your hand, which begins to glow a little bit as you're reciting it. And from there, a beam of light materializes and then spreads into a dome that covers the 10-foot space of your camp.
Nice.
And then vanishes. It's there, but it's not seen.
Yeah. I say, all right, should guard us in the night while we sleep.
Even so, Duncan says, should we maybe take shifts of keeping watch just in case?
I mean, sure. I bet probably our elf friend here wouldn't mind taking first watch.
Do I know about elves and their tendency to not sleep?
Make a let's make a nature check.
Ooh. That's going to be a dirty 20.
Yeah, you probably would know that elves either don't need as much sleep or don't need sleep at all. So you would know that.
All right, so I continue saying it. It's just be like,
I'll just say that we have a little elf friend here. How about she takes first watch?
Great nods and says, all right, yes. Duncan, you'll take second, and then Emrys third?
Yeah, I could do that. And stay up to the morning.
Mm-hmm. At this point, I want you to roll you want to roll a d6 for me, please.
D6, okay.
A d6.
It's going to be a 5.
All right. Thank you.
What hells
So
are
you,
going to be released?
What?
I said, what hells are going to be released? A Tarask comes out, kicks my ass.
Rock fall of the guys.
All right, continue.
The hand. All right, so the Duncan and Grace's watches both pass uneventfully, and then we get to yours.
Oh, God.
All right. So I'm just putting the printer back.
Okay, whatever. Your watch seems pretty peaceful. You hear the sounds of nature. You hear the sound of the water flowing nearby, somewhat near the river as well.
Okay.
You're on the other side. There, as you were crossing that other road, you did cross a bridge, but you do hear the sound of the water flowing. And you also begin to hear, in her bedroll, the Grace beginning to toss and turn. And it starts out small and then she starts just thrashing and then all of a sudden she sits up, looking terrified. She's drenched in sweat.
Oh
And
shit!
she rushes over her satchel and begins like rifling through it. Come on.
Wait! Hey! What are you doing? What are you doing? I go over there and I try to stop her.
I need this, please.
No,
And then
you
she
don't.
pulls
You
the
don't.
satchel.
Hey, love. Hey, look at me. And just try to get her to calm down.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage this time.
Disadvantage. Oh man. Oh man. Come on, please be good. Please be good. Damn it.
Regret.
That's gonna be a 9.
Now are you trying to restrain her physically?
No, I'm just trying to calm her down.
Alright, are you close to her or how close are you to her?
Well, I quickly ran over to her when she started freaking out or started reaching for her bag when I saw her doing that. And then I just
She's gonna check.
What?
She's making a strength check.
Against me?
She got a 16. She's just gonna try to shove you out of the way towards her satchel.
Am I trying to am I doing a contested strength check?
Yeah, she's trying to just push you out of the way. Did you try to stand between her and her bag?
I guess.
All right, you go ahead and make a strength check. She got a 16.
Okay. Come on, baby. God damn it, that's a 7.
She shoves you out of the way, and you actually are knocked prone for a second.
Okay.
And she begins rifling through her satchel, and she pulls out a small vial containing a maroon liquid and a needle, and she.
No. I'm gonna quickly jump over there and try to either bat it away or something. I'm gonna try to bat it away from her.
This time, just make a dex check, trying to see if you can quicker than she is.
Come on, baby. I want her to be drug free. Son of a bitch! No! You know what I got?
A 1?
A nat 1. Piece of shit. Fuck this game.
That's amazing, because she got a 5. But she quickly pulls the syringe, and she
No!
exposes her arm, and she...
No. Can I cast anything? Can I do anything? No.
no, she's already injected herself, and she begins to calm down.
Why did you do that, love? And I go to her and I grab her and I'm just looking at her in her diseased state.
She's a lot more relaxed.
What the?
She also looks, it's weird because she looks relaxed, but in her eyes you can see shame. She knows that she did.
What?
I'm sorry. I needed it.
No, you didn't, love. You didn't. That's the thing. What the hell? What the fuck? What are you dreaming? What? Damn, there's that Scottish coming through. What the hell were you dreaming? What the hell were you dreaming? I could make you want to take this. Why?
Make a persuasion check to see if she can get her to open up about why.
Fucking A! Why? Fuck this game. This game sucks. Ah!
She just shakes her. She's shaking her head. No, please, just don't make me talk about it, please.
Even if I had charm person, I couldn't charm her. What?
You were doing so well earlier.
Yeah, and then when it freaking matters, then I get 2 1s in a row.
Another fucking 1? Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Anyway, she seems to calm down and she wraps herself up in the blanket and begins to fall asleep.
Did Duncan
Yeah.
wake up from any of this?
Let's see. I'm gonna have him make a perception check with disadvantage because he's a heavy sleeper.
Okay.
Oh boy. Nope. Duncan's sound asleep.
I can't. I can't do anything. I just gotta have to wait till morning. She's in
So
bed.
the rest of the day passes uneventfully.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude. That's the dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
Mm-hmm.
So you rise the next morning, Grace still seems right now. She seems like she's still under the influence. It hasn't.
Yeah. So
she's out of it right now. Very calm, but very out of it.
So I'm just kind of looking at her like almost like disappointed, like guess is the best way to put it.
Mm-hmm. Just say no, kid.
Exactly. This is all a PSA for Dare.
Nice zap. Not even once.
But yeah, it's just got to continue with the morning, like make breakfast and everything. The dome dissipates after 8 hours, so
Yeah, that path, the dome dissipates. And you make breakfast. You tear down your camp, and you begin. Right now, like there's still a road, but it's very overgrown. There's leaves, there's plants, and it looks like no one's been down here in quite some time.
right.
And as you get further through, you begin to notice the bodies of dead animals
Ew.
that are dead but otherwise untouched. Like it doesn't look like it didn't look like something was eating them
They
or
just
anything like that.
they just died.
Yep.
Do I recognize like any sort of in my researches about anything? Could I recognize like this?
Make a nature check.
Okay, that's more like it. It's 14 plus. So that's going to be a 16.
You notice that they seem to have been poisoned by something.
And turn to Duncan. I'm like, hey, look, all these animals are poisoned.
It's bloody odd. Never seen anything like that before. And you know I've seen some weird shit.
Yeah, farting plants.
Duncan is going to bend down and he's going to take a look around, making a survival check.
Okay.
Holy shit! He gets a nat 20.
Okay, so he knows everything.
Though what he's looking for, like, tracks or anything like that. And he notices a very large groove, dug into the ground, and it is making a sort of zigzaggy pattern, and it's heading in a certain direction.
Zigzaggy groove pattern. Does he point it out?
He definitely does. And these tracks are not fresh, unfortunately. Whatever left this, it's not fresh.
Is it like reptilian in nature or anything?
Make a nature check.
Motherfucker. It's not a 1, but it's a 5.
Honestly, I think that looks like you're not certain what could have left this, but it looks like almost like tracks left by some kind of snake.
Oh shit, a giant snake. Is this the way that we're going to? Like
it's heading off into the forest.
Okay.
But not on the path. It's heading off into the forest. And you actually also notice that some trees are kind of bent out of the way. So something large passed through.
Duncan, I'm gonna ask you a rhetorical question almost. Do you want to go investigate what made those tracks and bent those trees and possibly killed these animals?
Well, I still think the best way to start is to investigate that wizard's tower.
And
because that doesn't seem like the most likely place the lad went.
And we know that this road that we're on leads to the tower?
That's your best guess.
Okay. All right. So just be like,
food for thought for later. Because
Aye.
I'm feeling that whatever was here might still be here.
And I'm just gonna.
It's possible, I suppose, but all that means to me is that we best keep our eyes open.
Right.
And
have our weapons at the moment.
Yeah. Once again, I'm gonna prepare mage armor for when we get to the tower, or if anything attacks us. And yeah, we're just gonna keep on heading down the road towards the tower.
Okay. Roll a d6 for me and tell me if the result is. You don't have to tell me the exact result. Just tell me if it's odd or even.
It's even.
All right. I'm on the sides of the path and some on the path. It looks like there's some carrion crows that are picking at one of the corpses of a dead deer, but no sign of what left these things.
Right.
Or what killed them. It looks like the deer looks like it was eaten, but it doesn't look like it was eaten by whatever the poison thing was. It looked like it was just picked apart by the crows. And
wait.
You actually do
hold on. Can I determine if this is like if the animals were petrified or poisoned? Can I tell the difference?
It's poison.
It's poison?
Petrified would be like they're turned to stone.
Well, you don't know. They could be frozen stiff and scared to death,
No, it definitely looks like they were poisoned.
Okay.
From what you're...
So poison. Okay. Okay. Just keep moving forward. Are we ever going to get to that fucking tower? It's been 2.5 hours.
Actually, at this point, you do come across the tower. It looks like it's a tall tower, and you notice that there is a circular wall.
Uh-huh.
It looks it's shorter than Orthline. It's a smaller tower.
Yeah.
But you notice there's a stone wall with holes in it surrounding it, and to form a small courtyard. And you are actually very surprised to see skeleton or stone statues just strewn about as if they were lawn decorations of various animals and creatures and some
Can
humanoids.
I see if this? Can I see?
One more thing. In the center of the courtyard, you see the remains of a large reptilian-like creature with bright blue scales.
I fucking knew it. I knew what this was. God damn you, you piece of shit.
You might not actually. Who knows?
I mean, me as a player, I know what this is, but whether Emerus knows what this is.
Maybe.
All right, so can Emerus identify all these findings?
Make a nature check. It's a large reptilian creature with 8 legs.
fucking knew it. I knew what it was gonna be. It's gonna be a 21.
You know this is a dead basilisk.
I knew it.
You notice that make an investigation check as you're exploring the courtyard.
That's gonna be 15.
You notice, as you're looking around, you see the dead basilisk, and you also notice that it looks like there was some kind of fight that happened here recently between two large creatures. Some of the statues have been shattered.
So I relay this information.
So, let me pose a question to you guys. What could be so fearsome that could kill a basilisk?
Grace says, I'm not certain. I've never seen anything like this before.
Also,
now
that we're at the tower, I'm going to cast Mage Armor.
Do you want to check to see if any of these statues are Jared?
Sure. I don't know what he looks like specifically, but we can certainly try.
I forgot to mention, but Hugo did describe what Jared looks like, so if you found him, you know what he looks like. And
okay.
I didn't bring it up before, but I should have. I'm sorry. All right.
So, was that be an investigation?
Yep.
So that'd be a 19.
As you're looking around, you see the statue, what looks like a young boy, frozen in place, with an expression of anger. It looks like he was screaming in mid-battle cry. You see that he has a shield and a sword, looking like he's about to attack something.
Well, looks like we know where Jared went.
Do not have a reverse curse spell.
Greater restoration would also help. And guess who has it?
Does Egraith have it?
She does. And so she approaches, she kind of just pushes him aside, and she grasps her holy symbol. What?
Nothing. I was just reacting to her pushing me aside.
She grasps her holy symbol, places her hand upon Jared's forehead, and begins. Before she starts praying, she says, "Please, please." And she begins praying, and you see the gray pigmentation of the stone form becoming pink as the life seems to be coming back into him. And you hear this as the boy comes to life, and he's like, What happened? Where am I?
Will you find that basilisk, son?
I was trying to, but I don't know what happened. What that was? All I know is that I saw this monster, and I had to do something.
What do I know that basilisks turn things to stone?
Yeah, I'd say you do.
Okay, it's pretty.
Did you recognize it right away? I mean, you did roll really well in finding out what this thing is.
Yeah.
And you, at this point, you maybe I'll let you decide. As far as backstory, have you ever encountered a basilisk before?
Have I ever encountered a basilisk in my backstory?
Yeah. What would you describe as Everett's ever fought a basilisk before?
I don't think he's ever fought one, but I think he's definitely heard of them many times and heard of other stories of the great warriors and the other tribes that have fought against them. And they probably told Emrys that they can turn things to stone with a single stare.
Mm-hmm.
So that I'm like, well, see, the thing about basilisks is that you can't let it see you. You can't see it, or she'll turn you to stone.
Well, I learned that the hard way, didn't I?
Yeah, it's
Who are you? Who are you people?
Well, I am Emerus Murden. That over there is Duncan. And this fine little lass here. And I say, this fine little lass here who saved your life is Igreth.
Well, I thank you both. I thank you all. What do we do now? I was going to explore the tower.
Yeah, I don't think that's the greatest idea right now for you, especially in your state and being so ill-equipped as you are. This might be a little.
I mean, he's wearing split mail, and he's wearing he's got a sword and he's got a shield, so he's not completely defenseless.
No, but you just there was a basilisk here, son, and if you see over there, and I point towards the corpse of the basilisk, something killed that basilisk. So there's something that's stronger than a basilisk here. So if a basilisk took you out in a matter of no time, just imagine what something that can kill a basilisk can do.
I can fight. I can do it. Please, let me.
Look,
Let me prove myself to you.
I don't want a kid's death on my hands. All right?
But
I'm going to try to convince him to go back home. That's what I'm trying to do.
All right.
Ooh, that's going to be a 19 for that persuasion.
It looks like his pride has been wounded, but he's like, you're probably right. Who was I kidding? I'm no hero. I'm no warrior. I'm a boot black.
Look, I won't put yourself down so bad. You fought a basilisk, and you lived to tell the tale. Now,
if you can call that living.
You could definitely say that amongst your friends. You could definitely tell it to all the pretty girls in this town. I'm sure that you'll probably get laid out of this.
Truth be told, I don't really like girls.
But, well, there's probably some boys you probably like, venturous other boys more than one way.
Maybe. I don't know. At this point, you're interrupted by the sound of loud, deep hissing approaching.
All right, boy, get the hell out of here. Something's coming.
And,
Don't you need help?
Look, you've done plenty enough. You being alive is helpful enough. Just go back home to your father.
We can't just leave him here. Lad, go and hide in the tower. We'll send for you once the fight's over. Do you understand? Do not come out. Under any circumstances, do not come out. He nods and he rushes into the tower and shuts the... It's pretty dark in there, so he disappears into the tower.
okay.
And at this point, the creature that made the noise is coming to view. It's a large serpent with bright green scales. And you notice a big ruby-like gem affixed into its forehead and two long horns, look like ram's horns, approaching. One of the horns looks like it's been broken off.
Okay.
And it's
And
approaching.
can I identify this creature?
Make a nature check.
Motherfucker. It's a natural 1.
You have no clue what the hell this thing is. It's a giant fucking snake. Okay, let me rephrase. The name of this creature is pretty self-evident based on its appearance. This is a creature called the Horns,
Horn snake?
and it seems to be horned serpent.
Horned serpent. Okay.
It's about 50 feet long, and it's coming.
Oh god. Okay. Is it like
Roll
barreling?
initiative.
I'm gonna quickly take a pot shot of firebolt right at it.
This was a reaction. Do you want to roll initiative first, or do you want to just have that be?
When I see it coming out, I immediately just react and.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, 15. So that's gonna be a dirty 20 to attack.
That is going to hit.
Hell yeah!
Roll the damage.
All right, that's 2d10 fire damage. Oh wait,
Mm-hmm.
is this the d10? No, that's the d8. Never mind. That's a 9 and 8. All right, so 15 damage, fire damage to it.
Wait, no, if it's 9 and an 8, that'd be
17.
17.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, 17.
Hang on, just doing the math. All right. At this point, I want everyone to roll initiative. It's about
Damn it! I roll off the table.
100.
Oh shit!
At this point.
So I got a 7 for my initiative.
Okay, so hang on one sec. Seven?
Yep.
All right, so the serpent gets a 1.
Yes. Bastard.
Duncan gets. Jeez. You got a 7. You got an 18. It's about 50 feet away at this point.
All right. How about after this fight, we call it a night because it's getting late.
Okay.
This might have to turn into a series.
Yeah. 10. So the order is going to be Duncan, Igraith, you, and then the snake.
Okay.
Use the dash action and rush up to the snake. So he's like right up on top of it now.
Okay.
That's his turn.
Yep.
Great is going to cast. She's going to cast Jewel of Faith on herself as a bonus action.
Okay.
20. And then she's going to cast Sacred Flame on it.
Yeah.
I just gotta look at the right page. The creature must make a dex save. Let's see. It fails its saving throw. And it takes... He's going to take 2d8 fire damage. Radiant damage to this thing.
Yep.
Seven. Next, we go to you. So you see a great just, her voice is against low, and she just lets loose a volley of fire.
Okay. And it burns it. All right. I'm going to cast Magic Missile. 3 darts automatically hit 3 separate
Magic Missile?
or 1 targets. deals 1d4 plus 1 damage.
All right.
So I'm going to aim all 3 missiles at the snake, obviously. So first one, that's going to be 2 points of damage. Second one is also going to be 2 points of damage. Third one, going to be 4 points of damage. So 8 points of damage all in total.
What kind of damage is it? What kind of damage is it?
Force damage.
Force damage, okay. So now it's the snake's turn. And at the start of its turn, Duncan's the only one that's within melee range of it at this point.
Yeah.
He has to make a saving throw.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy. He fails. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is going to be fun.
Is he dead?
No, he's not dead. Not yet.
Just mostly dead.
1, 7, 14. One thing is going to make 16 poison damage.
Okay, you got that?
Yep. That's the start of the snake's turn. And the snake is going to make a gore attack and a bite attack against Duncan. The gore attack is a 28 that hits. Jeez. 46. Oh, this is the gore, so. Let's see. 5, 7. He's going to take 16 piercing damage.
God damn.
And then the snake's going to bite him. And let's see what he gets. Let's see, it's a plus 2 hit. 21 hits.
This guy's dead.
This thing's tough. All right. Gets 3. Oh boy. 3d10.
Oh, sweet Jesus Christ. He could die.
The stat block I use has a lot of hit points, so. 18. He takes 18 piercing damage.
Just took 29 points of damage.
Yep, and now he has to make a saving throw. Which he fails.
Oh, God.
He sees he bites. Duncan just begins coughing violently. And then we're back to top round with Duncan. And he's just, oh, you go to BC. He is going to make 3 great sword attacks, which are going to hit. That's 2. Actually, it's 4d6. 13 slashing damage on the first one against the
Nice.
serpent.
Nice.
He gets 3 attacks, so this will be fun. 16. The second one misses. And he gets a nat 20. Oh, baby!
Oh god, with critical damage, this thing's dead. It's
Yep.
dead. It's dead.
No, it's not dead.
God damn it.
Let's see. So that's slashing damage. 6 plus 6. That's 12 for just the critical damage. And then he gets an ability where he gets to take 2d6 additional damage if he has more than half of his hit points remaining, which he does. $17 slashing on the second one.
God damn.
All right, now it's Agrate's turn. She is going to move up, about. She's going to use an ability called War God's Healing, and she's going to give Duncan an ability she has called War God's Healing, which gives her additional, or lets her heal 3d6 for Duncan. It's 12. 14. He gets 14 hit points back.
Nice.
All right, so that's her turn. Now we go to your turn, Emrys.
All right, I'll do another firebolt.
All right. Roll your attack.
16. That's going to be a 21 to hit.
That hits.
All right, come on. Oh shit! That
Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies.
it's gonna 6. All right, that one jumped. So that's gonna be 11 points of damage.
All right. You notice that this attack did not really ring as true as the first one, and it doesn't seem as damaged as you think he would be.
Doesn't do as much damage,
Mm-mm.
so might have a resistance.
Perhaps, you don't know. I'm just going to keep wailing on Duncan because it's right in front of him.
Right.
Can you find the right page, Eve? Monster. Okay. So that's a 2 core attack, and light. Oh no.
You roll a critical.
The gore attack is a crit.
Oh god. He's dead. He's dead. We're gonna run. Fuck it. We know where Jared is. He's in the tower. We don't need Duncan. We can just leave his ass for this snake.
9. Okay, so double to 18. Damn it. Fuck. Duncan is not looking that bad at this point.
He could be saying anything at this point. He could possibly have 1 hit point left for all I know.
You don't know, but he seems like he's on his feet, and he's just like, come on! You can do better than that! Come on!
Hit me.
Oh boy. This next one is going to miss. His bite is going to miss. So that's the snake's turn. Now we go back to the top of the round with Duncan, who is going to use his ability known as the bonus action to get second win to give himself 20 more hit points.
Okay.
And then his action, he's going to make those 3 attacks. That's all right. So attack number 1 hits. The second one is a crit fail. So he drops his sword.
Oh, Jesus
So I'll describe
Christ.
this in a second.
Punch it.
Alright. Punch the snake.
Punch the keys, man.
13.
Yes.
13.
Yes. You're the man now, dog.
So 13, 15 damage on the first strike. $128. All right, now it's he drop. So you see him swing wildly with one strike, and it does manage to make purchase and slashes the snake. The second attack is going to. You find that second time he swings downward again, and he drops the blade. He's able to pick it up. So this is the third one. It's going to be a disadvantage because he dropped it. So he's okay. So the second one is going to miss as well. Next, we go to Grace. She's going to move up 10 feet, so she's within 20 feet of her friend. And then she's going to cast Sacred Flame again on the creature. So it has to meet the saving throw. Let's see. It fails. So she's going to take, or it's going to take 2d8 radiant damage. That is 10. Next, we go to you.
Okay.
Emmerich.
Am I within 90 feet of this thing?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to do Melf's Acid Arrow.
All right. What does that do? What do you have to do?
It's a ranged spell attack. If it hits, they
Is it
take
a-
4d4 acid damage immediately, and then 2d4 acid damage at the end of its turn.
Okay.
If it's a miss,
Go
then
ahead.
it's only half damage. It's only 2d4 acid damage immediately, and then no acid damage at the end of its turn. With a natural 19 to hit,
Nice.
it comes in when it needs to. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Except for when I have to learn about my cohorts. All right. So
They
40.
kick their drug habit.
So there's 1, 2, 3. Oh shit. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it takes 12 acid damage immediately.
Okay.
And then at the end of its turn, it will take 5 acid damage.
5 acid.
Yep.
So that's the turn. How much damage did it take right away?
12.
12.
Yep.
Okay.
How do I want to do this? I'm glad you asked.
No.
God damn it.
Unfortunately, not yet. It is starting to look like you are wearing on it a bit. It has, it still looks like it's in fighting condition, but it looks like it could keep going.
Is it bloodied?
Well, it's bleeding from the slash wounds that Duncan's been giving.
I think bloodied means like it's like close to death or something like that. I don't know.
No, it's not close to death.
God damn it. All right, kill this thing, Duncan. It's 10:30.
Next, it's the snake's turn. Now that Igraine is within 30 feet, this is going to be fun. All right, so he's going to make more attacks. Well, actually, no, it's the snake's turn.
Yeah.
All right, so it sees 2 allies in front of it. It's going to use. Oh boy. Keep having to turn pages. All right, so it's going to use an ability. You notice the glow, the gem in its head starts to glow iridescently.
Yeah.
All right, so now Igraine is going to have to make a con save.
Sweet Jesus.
All right, let's see. Grave. She succeeds.
He will fail.
Duncan succeeds. So they're going to take 5d6 radiant damage.
Even though they succeed, they still take damage? Holy shit.
It's 10d6 radiant damage if they fail. 5, 10, 12, 14. They're going to take 20 radiant damage.
Damn.
9. Alright. And a grave is going to take 1. Alright, so now Duncan doesn't get the bonus. But now it's Duncan's turn. He's an ally within 30 feet. Or he has a great within 30 feet. And so, let's see if this works. Alright, so he's going to take 3 attacks. Oh, and he does hit on the first one. Misses on the second. Misses on 2 of the attacks, but he does hit with the first one. First one does strike true. Alright, so 2d6. See, it's 11 slashing damage, and as he strikes with his first one, you notice that his weapon begins to glow with a golden light.
Yeah.
And you notice that a great medallion is glowing with the same light. And begin. Snake takes an additional 9 piercing radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
For a total of 21.
Is it bloodied?
Not quite. It's still on its non-existent feet. But it looks like it's starting to look kind of rough.
Oh, thank God.
Next, you go to Igraine. Igraine, who is going to get up. She's going to rush up with her hammer. And she's going to make melee attacks against the snake. With 3, it's going to take 3 strikes against the snake. She's like right up there next to Dom. All right. 19. That hits. Okay, so 2 of them hit, 2 of them do not. 1 of them does not. And for the first one, it's going to be a D8 plus 3. 6. 6. And then you see her weapon begin to glow as well. And she's going to take, let's see, 10, 14 radiant damage from that.
Damn.
Yep, that's her turn.
Is that my turn now?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay, it's
And
within...
we'll just finish this encounter and we'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Pick
It's
up where we
within
left it.
60 feet.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to do a Ray of Frost on it.
Is that gonna put your friends in danger,
Um,
or is it only one target?
I just wrote down ranged spell attack.
Let me look. Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost.
Nope, just one target.
Okay.
So go ahead. Open your soul roll.
Well, it's a 13.
That misses, unfortunately.
Well, thank God it's only a cantrip. My only bonus
Do you have any
action
bonus
is
action?
Misty Step. No. No bonus action.
All right, now it's the snake's turn. We'll see if it gets its ability back. It does get its gem gaze back. And it's going to use it. All right, so Duncan and Gray. So how far away from it are you? You're within 30 feet of it, are you?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the one keeping track of it.
I'd say no, you're kind of keeping, I would assume you're kind of be keeping your distance because, you're more useful at
Yeah.
range. All right. Oh, yay. They both succeed. So the snake's action failed that time. That it was going to use that gem gaze ability again. So that fails. Next, they go up to Duncan again, who's going to make his 3 attacks. Only one of them hits, though, unfortunately. But he gets a friend because he's got his priest friend nearby. He's going to need it. He only got 3 damage for that first one. And you notice again as the blade of Duncan's sword glows with a warm divine energy. 10. So 13. $52. So yeah, the first one, the first 2 strikes miss,
Mhm.
and the Wraith, holds her holy symbol, and his weapon begins to glow. It seems like it's being divinely guided by some other outside force, and it managed to strike true.
Yeah.
Now it's a Grace's turn. She is going to make 3 attacks with her hammer. Oh shit! She got a nat 20.
Really?
Yes, she did.
Let's hope it finishes it off.
Let's see. 4, 7, and then 3. So holy shit! So 7 plus 13. This thing is going to take a whopping 20 damage. And that was a crit. So I forgot to double that. So it's 40 damage.
It's dead.
She says, "In the name of Latria, I rebuke thee!" And she bangs on it. And it didn't kill the snake, but it looks like it's on its last legs. It snarls and hisses, and now it's your turn, Emrys. Can you finish it off?
We're going to see. I'm going to do Magic Missile again.
Okay. Make your attack.
Well, remember, it hits, but it's the damage.
All right.
4, so 2, so that's going to be 3. Wait, that doesn't count. I didn't hold it correctly.
All right.
2. Oh God. 2, and finally. Barely anything. 4, 5, 6. That's 7 points of damage.
Well,
that was
okay.
That was barely worth it.
Okay, now it's the snake's turn. And the snake is actually looking pretty rough at this point. It looks like it could die.
If I would have gotten 8, it probably would have died.
We'll see. Maybe. Now, okay, so the snake is going to make a gore attack. It's going to make 2 bite attack, or gore attack and bite attack against Igraith this time, because Igraith hurt it really bad.
Yeah.
Oh boy. One is a 29 for the bite, or for the gore.
That definitely will hit.
And the bite misses. He got a 1.
Bites himself and kills himself.
No, that's not what happens, unfortunately.
Damn it.
Seven, 9. Well, it only does 9 piercing. Wait, no. 1, 9, 10. It does 14 damage against her.
Well, she never took any damage before, so she should be fine.
No, she did before when the gem mode.
Oh, yeah.
She took radiant damage.
All right, come on. Let's finish this.
All right, now it's Duncan's turn. And he is going to make 3 weapon attacks against this thing. Let's see. And he does. And so I am going to just say, for the sake of brevity, so we can wrap this up for the night, that Duncan just, with a rage, swings his sword aloft and just brings it down onto the serpent's head, chopping it clean off.
Damn.
And it rolls around. It lets out a... And the snake, the horned serpent, is dead.
Woohoo! No,
With that, do you just head back into town?
Probably should, but we'll leave that for the next time when we play. So I'm getting pretty tired.
You make it back to town. We can decide what you do next time.
Yeah. So, and with that, Emerus, Igrath, and Duncan managed to find both the missing kid Jared and killed a horned serpent in the process. So yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty fun. So thank you, Connor, for coming to DM me, and I hope that you all enjoyed this as much as I did, and we'll hopefully see you guys soon on another episode of The Mighty Ones. Boop.
Farewell.
Okay.
So we're not live anymore?
Yep, we're done.
So